Come on with it. Stand tall or not at all, baby. Let's talk about this. Cowboys are now soul searching. They are looking for solutions. Can we find it?
Read it, run from it. Destiny arrives.
It all arrives the same. Come on, baby. Now it's here, baby.
Or should I say, I am.
Come on with it. Yup. And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbor know where to go. Come on with it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and hold on before the one get here. Y'all get your seats together, man. Come on. Come on, baby. And now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I appreciate you guys so much for jumping in. How y'all feeling, man? Are y'all still done? You know, are you still done? Are you through? Are you over with this team on the high end? You will say to yourself, last week, Super Bowl. Are the Cowboys Super Bowl contenders, right? And then there were people who were saying in the comments, I don't care about regular season. I don't give a dog what they do during the regular season, you know. And then very much so next week, the very next week, the Cowboys get blown out. And now it's time. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go, baby? Go ahead and go. Go ahead and walk out the door. Come on with it. Don't stop no show. Come on, baby. So if y'all gonna leave, go ahead and leave then, you know, because it's Riggs, baby. It's Riggs, baby. Riggs. But for those who's not unrooted, because that's the saying of the day. For those who not, where you at, Riggs? One more time, Riggs. Hold on, Riggs.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Yeah. For those, what about Riggs? Riggs, where you at, Riggs? Riggs is me. You come on, Riggs. It's double Riggs. There you go, Riggs. This emotional damage over here, man. But for those who understand this right here, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a situation, a scenario that, you know.
It's an evil world we live in.
It is an evil world we live in. And for some reason, you know, at the end of the day, for those who don't know, when you play Riggs again, and play Riggs one more time for those. Riggs, baby. It's over. Oh, it's over.
All I ask.
What is the train gonna do, boo? It's over with. Hey, we ain't going nowhere, baby. Yeah, we rooted, baby. We rooted. This train gonna keep on rolling. Yeah. This train gonna keep on rolling, baby. So let me see a train. Let me see a train emoji in the chat, man. Come on, man. Let me see a train emoji, because that's the whole point of this, man. We're gonna ride this ride. It ain't gonna be no straight one like this. This mug right here, you're gonna be holding on to it. Oh my God. This ride is a good ride, baby. It's gonna be up, down, up. Boy, it ain't no straight ride. No way. You know, it ain't straight at all. This ride right here is a fun one, baby. Come on, baby. And right now, it's scaring the hell out of all of y'all that is right now.
All I ask.
Let me know if this is a scary ride. You know, some people like, man, I can't take this ride, Lord. Hey, you said you wanted to ride. Come on, baby. It's going to keep on rolling, baby. There we go. Yeah, it's a long ride, man. But neither here nor there. We going to listen to choo 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 choo. All right, so 10 years and still can't stop the run, bro. It's scary. I feel you, fam. You know, that's the peak of it is can we stop the run? And I will say this though. I've sat back and I looked at everything again in this game. And I said, yeah, we got our ass whooped, right? And there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. The Saints were a better team. They mollywopped us. They dipped us upside down in our crib. And I think that right here, let me go right here what my guy said, Jay Tuck. He said, thank you, Skywalker. Still, the Cowboys have a cultural problem, and we are just soft of an organization from top to bottom. We get punched. We don't punch back. Nobody threw a helmet. Nobody threw a punch. Nothing, just let them check us, pocket check us. So if y'all agree with us or with them, put in the chat S, soft boys, or spell it all the way out, soft boys, right? Put that in the chat, because at the end of the day, the Cowboys, we got drugged. We got moved around, and there were some things in that game, and not saying that this is the reason why we lost the game or what have you, but at some point, I think that these guys need to take the damn fines on the chin, right? One of these coaches got to take the fine on the chin and say, damn it, y'all going to have to start calling this game equally. Not saying that that's the reason why we lost, but I need for a coach to get animated, not just like what Jay-Z said, I'm not animated like a Busta Rhymes, but at some time you got to figure out a way. If I'm seeing my running back head getting turned and twisted, I don't need to be looking at the next play. I need for my coach to spit upon, no hawk tour, by the way, but spit upon the officials or something. I need for Jerry to get out there and say, hey, man, my guy's getting holes, man. Right. We need to have a different type of an approach to it. And to a degree, I'm going to play this video because I was going to play the Michael Parsons first. Let's play Jerry first. Let's listen to what he said.
Are you surprised that they weren't able to get after Derek Carr more than they did?
Well, I think that he was throwing the ball quick, but he had the benefit of against us today of a heck of a running game. When you can run the ball like he was running the ball, then you can, especially if you're releasing that ball quick, you can have an effective passing game. So the whole thing was working good, and it wasn't just for a quarter. It worked that way out there for several quarters. So extraordinarily disappointing for our fans. We will correct this. We will improve from where we.
So he's saying we will correct this. We will improve this. Now, I don't know about y'all, man, but he got me for about 50 years. And he's still up at night doing this. Man, what would y'all be doing if y'all 81? If you're 80 or more, if you're 80 years age or more in the chat, put 80 in the chat if you can type, because, man, there's thousands of things that we can all be doing at the age of 80, man. I'll be sitting back, man, just chilling, man. I'll be on that train. Come on with it. I'll be on a train somewhere, man. Come on, man. In a freshly nice, enjoying. And he's 82. Yeah, so he's 82. Man. He just need to chill out and sit down somewhere, man. Come on, let's listen.
Played out there today.
Jerry, the defense, in particular, the run defense has been a problem for recent years. Why are you not concerned about it at this point?
Well, I didn't say I wasn't concerned about the defense at all. We're all want to play better on defense than we played out there today. But
sharp, he's sharp.
Some players out there that can make a better account than you saw out there today. So we've got a lot of work to do.
After last week's performance, just how baffling is this kind of performance, though, when you guys dominate against Cleveland and then come out and play like you did today?
Well, it's easy for me to say, this is the NFL. Everybody's got outstanding players. They certainly put this offense in this year, I think, down there. This is new for them, and they executed it well against us, and we didn't respond. We've got to do that, and we've got a long way to go here for the season, but more importantly, we're trying to put a team together that can be there when we're back out here after Christmas.
Is Zach Martin okay?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
What's your thought when he goes down?
Excuse me.
What are you feeling when he goes down in that game?
Well, y'all.
Appreciate you all. Walker Wade, he says, been soft since the 90s. Cowboys, we got a cultural issue. I'm gonna talk about that, we gonna get into that because we got a chance to hear Lincoln Coleman, who was on that Jimmy Johnson's team in the 90s, and he was talking about his process and always in fear of getting cut and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Always think we'll get back up, but he's fine. I just visited with him. He's fine. No problem.
Jerry, any concerns about the running game, Jerry?
What?
Any concerns about your running game?
Stopping the running game?
No, any concerns about your running game?
Get it.
Your running game.
Well, actually, if you look at the whole picture, there's a lot of things that would concern me. I'm going to give New Orleans a lot of credit for that, but I'm going to say this without question.
All right, before I go, bless the God Father. Appreciate you. He says Dak doesn't deserve the money or that money. All right, so let me ask you this. When you walk outside and you look up into the sky and you see a sun, there's nothing you can do about it, right? That's equivalent to Dak Prescott and his money. When you walk outside and you look up and you see the sun, I'm blessing you, the Godfather. There's nothing you can do about the sun, and therefore there's nothing, dare I say to you and everyone that's listening, there's nothing you can do about Dak Prescott. And at the end of the day, you can walk outside and be like, I hate the sun, and try to throw rocks to hit it. You can shoot your gun at the sun. It won't do a damn thing, bro. So either you got these choices here. You can cry about it. You can, Godfather, why you cry? And just whine about it. Or you can just say, hey, you know what? Since Dak is here, these next 4 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go, man, because, hey. If you wanna go, baby, come on. Go ahead and walk out the door. Hey. One thing that you gotta remember is one monkey don't stop no show. The train going to keep on rolling, bro. So at the end of the day, that's not even up for debate. Because he's here with guaranteed money of $231 million. That's over $250 million, right? So those are your choices. And people can't contextualize that. So there's 31 other teams, right, that you can say, hey, man, since that dude right here plays for this particular team, and he's the reason why we lost this game, because if we would have had Joe Montana, or if we had Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach, or we go into the past, maybe we had Tom Brady, or we would have had Josh Allen, maybe if we had Lamar Jackson. Let me name another quarterback, Joe Burrows. We win this game. But by us having Dak Prescott, damn, we couldn't stop the run. Oh, my gosh, man, Kamara. See, it's Dak's fault that Kamara was averaging 4.3 yards before contact. Before contact. Get rid of Dak, and then all of a sudden we can stop the run.
That's ball. You could easily see here is that we can do better. And we need to, early, we were able to keep our drives, had some pretty good possessions, kicked some field goals, but you can't be an effective opponent in a game if you can't stop them from scoring touchdowns with every possession. And not only use the clock, but they also got points up there. So we all know that. That's not representative of the kind of team that you'll see out there. And they've got corners like that to run with, and then they've got
Jerry, get to the point. There you go.
Offensive side of the ball.
There we go.
Relatively speaking, of course, they were just outstanding in terms of what they were able to do against the defense. So, that overshadows for me any criticism I might have of how we could do better offensively. Obviously, we'd like to turn some of those field goals into touchdowns.
How close was Jake to playing today, and how much did you guys miss his production?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that we even measured that, but I know it was close enough that they thought he might play as of Saturday, yesterday, and then decided not to. So it's a good chance he'll play next week.
Did you have flashbacks to the Green Bay game a little bit, watching the success they were having? You know, every possession basically.
Not really. Not really today. No, I was really focusing. We've got so much ahead of us. We've got seasons almost ahead of us before we get to the playoffs. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of good players that can do the work. I'm confident we'll get it done.
All right, so appreciate you for the super chat and any
cool
super
James,
chat.
Crown, KJDT, Crown, $10.
$10,
No matter
hold on.
what scheme we run, rather it's Quinn or Zimmerman, why does offenses that use a lot of motion always gives us fits on defense?
All right, I'm gonna give you that answer there too. Some fans like to blame. This is from Jay Recruiter for $5 super chat. He states here, some fans like to blame the scheme. I blame the players for the lack of efforts and coaching for not having them ready. Again, they were full of it, and of course these two super chats pretty much coincide with one. One being, when you talk about scheme, and you're talking about no matter which scheme will work, whether it's Quinn or Zimmerman, or Zimmer, not Marion, but Zimmer. Both of those situations, whereas you got to have personnel to run your said scheme. Let me break this down. And some people not going to like the truth, and they're going to get mad about it. Quinn, when he was here, he had lack of linebackers. Not saying that he didn't bang on the table and ask for one, right? When you don't have the relations that you're supposed to have with your front office, meaning that I'm going to make you do what you're supposed to do with less, meaning that if Quinn had less opportunities to have a real true linebacker, it's up to him to find someone that can fit into that mode. And what he tried to do was he took a DB who is an absolute phenomenal player out of Marquise Bell and insert him as a linebacker. Therefore, when it was time to do certain run fits, when it was time to do certain things, he didn't have the necessary personnel. Some of us would say those are just excuses, right? On the flip side, with Zim, he needs to have a certain skill set of player or personnel to have his particular scheme to be operating at his max, meaning that he needs interior guys. We've seen Jordan Phillips. We had a parade. Yes, we was happy that he was here. We seen Linval Joseph. Yes, we were happy that he's here. But both of those boys, as relates to what Zim was trying to do, create pressure and push inside the pocket or the A gap or B gap, them boys got walked up out of there. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. They got walked up out of there. The damn offensive lineman had his hands inside and took that 342-pound or 47-pound Jordan Phillips and moved him 5 yards from where he started. So it doesn't matter whether or not I got the perfect scheme. If I have the wrong personnel, it won't work. And what happened here is when you have mixed philosophies, right, and principles, you get some of these same things that's happening 10 to 15 years or even 20 years to a degree, because you are, quote unquote, top heavy, right? You go out and you say, hey, this is the guy we spotlighted, Trayvon Diggs, phenomenal player. Hey, Micah Parsons, phenomenal player. But if you really dive into like how teams are normally built, it's the general manager that goes in and find players that marry with the personnel or the coaching personnel choices. But let's be real. Here in Dallas land is unique. We don't have that general manager that can go out there and say, I'm matching this scheme fit with this particular guy because I know for sure he can play my system. Now, we will sugarcoat some things and say, well, damn, Will McClay is a genius guy. But Will McClay don't have the autonomy to say, damn it, if you mess up, you're fired, right? He don't have the full control of a real GM, general manager, that have the powers to fire coaches, right? Or to get rid of coaches, or to hold coaches to a certain degree and standard. He don't have that, you know, and he don't have the full range to say, hey, I can go out there and scoop up a player. No, he don't have that. They all got to come to the table in an agreement and say, okay, if Trey Lance is what they want, then that's Trey Lance is all what they go get. But no, what the general manager did was, hey, I want Trey Lance. Here's $5.5 million. But if you take and I'm not making Trey Lance as this is the reason why we lost this game, by the way. But what I'm saying is watch the money. $5.5 million, that's enough money that you can split upon and get you another true interior defensive tackle. Or that's enough money for you to get a starting linebacker, right? That's enough money for you to say, hey, you know what, Jeffrey Simmons, I like him. You know, let's bring him in. And what's the other guy? What's the damn safety that went to Atlanta Falcons? You could have went and got him, or you could have went and got another running back. You know, all of those things, right? So that's just how that goes, man. And as a Cowboys fan, ain't nothing we can do about it. We can't go nowhere, man. We here. You know, that's like me. It's like me being mad at the sun, right? But at the end of the day, you know, that's what it is. Come on, that's what it is. That's just how it is, man. So the Saints ran the same play over and over again. Well, here's the thing. It can look the same, but it can be a different set. Let me say this again. It can look the same, but it can be a different set. No. So that's just how it goes. And of course, we can all do the blame game for 101, right? But the reality of it is, the truth is, it's been 30 years. And not a damn player been on his team, well, almost 30 years, and not a damn player been on his team for that length of time. Let me know if I'm lying. If anybody can out-debate me on that topic, which one of these guys been here for 30 years? But we know what's been here for 30 years, right? And that's just the reality of it. And we've seen just what the Saints did. It don't take 2 or 3 years to change up some things, right? They done got a whole new scheme in there, and they changed up some things. But here's the other thing. Why everybody crowning the Saints right now, which they rightfully so deserve to get crowned for. It's only week 2. There's not enough tape out there for someone to counter. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm old enough to remember the Cowboys starting off the season 0-2, right? And still doing some things deep in the playoff and doing some crazy things down the stretch. You're not going to win every game. But it's only when the Cowboys lose, the world stops. And I was trying to tell y'all that the moment the Cowboys lose, they getting their memes ready. They trying to tell y'all to take off your Cowboys stuff. So that's why when you get your win, you supposed to celebrate your win. You're supposed to walk around in glory, you know. But watch, there will be a time. This is the NFL. Team's going to figure out, okay, this is what they do. We're going to make them play left-handed when they right. Walt Dog says, Law, it's not just about talent. It's about want to and desire to win. That's something the Cowboys didn't have since 1995. We have puppies, not dogs. Well, at the end of the day, we can use and say that. We can say that these guys laid up and they are folding. They new motto should be uprooted, right? But before we get a chance to label this team, allow them to do their response. Allow them to go into this next week to see how they counter. I'm not sitting back saying here that the Cowboys are dog food. We shouldn't be saying all of a sudden, last week everybody was happy. Now this week everybody mad. So next week, where you going to be at? Are you going to look? If somebody, I wish I had my other button here, but if somebody ready to fight, what you gonna do? Are you in the group with somebody? Are you the first one to run, or are you gonna hold up and fight? You know, so most of y'all, not all of y'all, but most of y'all just get to running when you hear the gun clack. You know, I'm just sitting here like, come on, where are y'all uprooted already? Are y'all uprooted already? I know the slogan is rooted, so we doing some soul searches, but come on, man, this is the second game of the year. Second game of the year. You know who had a real slow start last year? Yeah, the Chiefs. They had a real slow start. They lost their opener. They barely won their second game, and I think they lost their third game or something like that. But look, I'd rather be hot in December and January, hopefully, versus right now. Shoot. So all I'm saying is, and then technically, Chum, Kansas City having a slow start now. They having a slow start now. They had to squeeze out that victory, and they had help on their side. We don't get those type of helps over here. Cool James says, first, stop abandoning the run, whereas aggressive running in Dalvin Cook, ? Our identity depends on run game. Here's my thoughts on this. And my guy T, he hit me up earlier because I was sitting here saying, why was overshown undershown, right? It's just funny to use the word. We made a word undershown today. And my guy T, he says right here, they punish him for not the political strike, again, Law, nothing has changed. Why is Wanye returning kicks? Why didn't Turpin return kicks? Why is Zeke missing from the first series? What did he do? ? And I shopped that ideal around to some people who played in the National Football League, who got some things going on with the league. And he said, damn, T is right on the money with him. You see, y'all so busy ready to take a dump on Ezekiel Elliott so that y'all can be right as fans. I'm just talking to my people, my fans. Not my fans, but the Cowboy fans. Y'all were so really ready to say that Zeke is trash, to say that he's suck law, and to say that he's a horrid running back. Let Rico do it. Let Rico do this. Let Rico do it. He should be the starting running back. But y'all fail to realize that it's something about a hammer versus a nail. It's something about being able to batter up and bruise up the opposing team. And it's a philosophy. Damn it, it's a call setting the tone. And I like Rico. And I like Deuce Vaughn. But them boys are not going to set the damn tone. You got to have somebody that can set the tone. I don't give a dog if it's a 2 yards in a cloud of dust, but you got to have that fear to put inside so that Dak Prescott can get the play action going. Now, I'm not taking a swing at Rico, but what it is that you got to go in with the series in mind. Started off with Zeke, you batter him up, bruise him up, make it soft, and then you get Rico in there. Then you sprinkle in Hunter Lukey. Going from, let me see what we did. I'm not beating up. I'm definitely not beating up Deuce. But those are meaningless reps. That is not going to do anything for y'all, man. Let me go to week 2 where my Cowboys at. And I'm not beating them up. I'm just letting y'all know, man, that shoot. All right, Rico, 7 carries, 30 yards, 4.3 yards per total. Really good. But let's flip that thing around. Let Zeke get the fresh legs out there, hit him in the stomach a few times, and because every hit, DeMario Davis was flexing over them boys. Yeah, you put Zeke in there with that cantankerous head, drop them shoulders in there, soften them up a little bit. Get them safeties to have 2 steps forward versus 2 steps backwards so they won't sit on damn routes. You put in a running back that can lower his shoulder to give you some punishment, But neither here nor there. Zeke had 6 carries, and he averaged 2.7 yards. That's terrible, right? But he's a volume back. He got to get started. You can't just throw him out there and say, okay, now he's the change of pace back. That's not how the flow's supposed to go. Deuce had 4 carries, 11 yards, equivalent to what Zeke hit, 2.8. That's not enough, Cowboy Nation. And what you want to do is set the rhythm. Get that stuff going. Get that stuff going. You had a great game plan last week. You started off with Zeke. You get him to bruise him up a little bit. And when they gas, when he dropped the shoulder and dropped that head on some of those opposing defensive teams, then you get an end around with Kevontae Turpin. You get him loose a little bit. Then you get an end around with CeeDee Lamb. Get him loose. Oops, that's what the doggone Saints did. Yeah, that's what the Saints did. That's exactly what the Saints did. They put Rashid Shaheed on a little end around, got him loose, and said, hey, they scared of your speed now. Take the top off the defense. Let me know where I'm lying. Let me hit them on a drag route. Get these boys stretch out. Let's spread open this doggone offense. And for most of y'all, talking about Zeke is washed and all that stuff, and I get it. But damn it, just last year, y'all was saying the same thing about Alvin Kamara. People were saying that, hey, he's long in the tooth. He's no more good. Well, I remember you don't have me to go up and pull some of y'all communication chats. Yeah, y'all saying, hey, Kamara, but look what they did. What a change of philosophy do for that particular guy. And they are only 3 days apart. Alvin Kamara and Zeke about 3 days apart. But if they had Alvin Kamara here, if we'd have picked up Alvin Kamara here, the same people that's complaining about this run game will be complaining about Kamara over here if you don't utilize and use them correctly. And that's not up for debate. Listen to this guy right here.
Like this, whether it's scheme, talent, effort, what's the most obvious thing that jumps in?
To me, it had nothing to do with the scheme. I thought him called a pretty good game. Now, there was a man play we happened in the screen, but at the end of the day, that's life. You know what I'm saying? You always want, no play's going to be a perfect call. But at the end of the day, I believe that we just got outplayed. I don't think, whoever played on that field, everyone didn't play to 100%. That's just me being accountable and, saying the truth. We all got to play better. There's some plays I wish I had back, just schematically things that I wish I was in a different position. But, you know what I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, I believe I still go out there and give 100. I just feel like, there's a lot of BS in today.
Did they do what you saw them do on tape against Carolina, or were they doing something differently this time?
I would say how they blocked me was different, but no, we knew they was going to run off the ball. We knew they was going to be aggressive in the run. They stayed true to it, but, I think today we the one that got bent.
What were they trying to do to use have more success getting after Derek Carr?
Well, they did a great.
Appreciate you. Let's go. I'm with you, Law. If Sunday wasn't a wake-up call, I don't know what is. Also, play calling has to be better. Everybody has to be prepared and ready to go. Yeah, they have to be prepared and ready to go. I think that, when you look at everything and you say to yourself where this team can be at down the stretch, I think that this team can still operate well within the confines of this offense. I think that we are still seeing a lot of rust with this offense. I still think that we are seeing some things that even Dak said in his presser. We should bring that press conference up as well, of him saying some things about, how they need to absolutely get on the same page with him in what's his guy name? 88. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb. And he alluded to the fact that he wasn't out there during training camp or what have you. And they don't have to get it together. In so many words, he just tried to say, laid it up softly. And that's just how that goes, unfortunately. So it is what it is at this point. Appreciate everybody. Fire Mike McCarthy ASAP. This is from Cortez. That'll be an emotional decision, right? That'll be a very emotional decision. The thing is, you guys, and I don't know, how y'all raised or what have you, but at some point you can't be so emotional. You can't be. It's how many more games we got left, y'all? Good Lord. And at the end of the day, you got no more contract life after this year for Mike McCarthy, and no more contract after this year for Mike Zim. This is the decision that the front office decide. Those things are extra pressure. DNP Nation Law, we have sacked of meat. Law, we have sacks of meat at the DT besides Osa. Yeah, it is what it is. We do. Randy says, Law, did it sounds like Jerry in the press conference, he may make a trade without saying it, and we will bounce back, in my opinion. Well, the Cowboys got $27 million available to spend. Saving that money for next season will not save you. Somebody needs to be telling Jerry, hey, you got more years behind you than in front of you. Look, either you going to take a or get off the pot. That's just how that goes. Unfortunately. Come on with it. Hey, man, what's going on with Micah Parsons, man? Get this brush out. Brush that top.
Job schematically, right? Everything was short, everything was quick, and if it wasn't, it was maxed up 2-man routes. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, Derek Carr did the M. Jackson nut grab on y'all. Yeah, he did. Appreciate you for the $2 super chat. Seiton states that letting go Pollard was a huger mistake. Technically, they offered him some money, but he took a better deal, I guess, and it's working out for the Titans. They are 0-2. Maybe they can bounce back week 3. Who knows? I will say this, though. Pollard in this particular situation, coming off of an injury last year, I said it's going to take about a full calendar year for him to get back into his speeds and things, and he does have his speeds and stuff back. Pollard is a damn good split back. He would have worked well in this system. Yeah, he would continue to work well in this system.
At the end of the day, I also thought it was different, which was a creative way, was instead of, having a lineman block me and max of protection with the chip, they kind of just sent the chipper alignment, then sent the running back to cut. So, I was going through a maze almost. So, I thought that was creative, a new way, things that I didn't see. So now this is an opportunity for me to see a creative look that I haven't seen before and get better from it. Last year's last year. We're in a new year this year. There's a new room that I'm with, new guys. But I wouldn't say I'm concerned right now just because it's so early in the year. We can get so much better. Like I said, I don't think a lot of guys play with 100%. And we didn't do our job to the best of our standard. And the standard wasn't held today.
You talk about missed tackles. When you focus specifically on the run defense, what is the concern level there?
Like I said, everyone's going to say they did their job and everything was perfect right now, but film tells all. I can't wait to see the film. Like I said, I don't know who was out of what gap, but I know, for the guys, when I turn the film on, I want to say 11 was giving us all. That's all that matters.
No doubt. Pollard was the most explosive player on offense. Cowboys would have been 2-0. Well, I don't know, man. Shoot. Can Pollard play linebacker? Can he play safety? I mean, there's a lot of things that we have to quantify. But I feel your sight, and, I absolutely feel you with that, Podcast Parsons forgot to get his hair cut on Saturday. Man, I'm going to tell all my players, man, make sure, you look good, you feel good, you play good, man. Go ahead. Make sure y'all get all trimmed up and be ready to play on doggone.
And then we're going to contain that standard. I got to job all these guys, all my family to a certain level of ball. And, I don't think I helped, do the best of my abilities today.
It's hard to wrap your head around, the food playing for street versus different
No, I think the difference is we didn't play to the best of our standard. Like I said, it's easy to look good when everyone's playing at their best, right? When trials and tribulations was going,
get them.
How were guys playing? That's what I can't wait to look at the film at. You know what I'm saying? When we were down 21-3, what are guys doing? How are we playing? I think that's the stuff that matters. Saying this early in the year, yeah, you hate it, but those are the details. Those are the adversity bumps that you want to hit early on and get after that, because at the end of the day, we owe the fans, we owe, Mr. Jones, we owe all our families to put on the show. This is entertainment, and I owe it to these guys to be the best of my ability, and so do the other guys.
What did y'all talk about, at halftime, to try to, hold them off or try to make adjustments?
Just saying we're going to keep it simple. We're going to play our game. We're going to, stay in very simple defense. We're going to stay in our gaps, contain our ways, create penetration. And there still wasn't a lot of penetration. There still things slipping and things like that. So we're going to fix it. Like I said, since I've been here, we've been a winning organization, and trials and error has been a part of this organization since I've been here. So I can't wait to fix this and get better from it and get ready for next week.
Flashbacks.
No doubt, man. So that's Parsons, man. He said he can't wait to fix this and get back to it. There are a few things that we going to have to look back at, especially on the defense. We can point fingers all day. We can point and say, well, if we had this, if we had that. No, this is what we have now, the Cowboys, and they gonna have. They can clearly switch this around, and we've seen this before. But if you think that this is what this team is going to look like each and every week, I got to land on the moon for saying I don't foresee this particular team looking like this particular way each and every single week. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Defense need to man up and show up on every Sunday. Yeah, we got ran through again, Law. That's just how it goes, man. Name me the Cowboys team that went undefeated and won the Super Bowl. I need to know. Name me that team, right? Name me the team. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting on that team, right? Name me that team. And even, even in the 90s, we got handled. Now, it's how you respond. That's the other thing. Speaking of that, my guy who was right on the money, we ain't gonna play all of it because he was too raw with it. And you guys may have heard Lincoln Coleman when we were live at the Playmakers, and he was giving us his philosophy that he don't even watch the first 3 or 4 games of the Cowboys because he said that they are still trying to find their identity. And shout out to Lincoln Coleman, man. Shout out to him. Here you go.
Come on, I know somebody know Lincoln Coleman. Come on with it. Yeah.
Hey, man, we way back. We relax.
Hey, but
I mean, what's going on now is destroying young children, bro.
Children, okay.
What are you talking about? Kids can't be brought up in a world where there's no Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys, man.
Come on.
Wait. What?
He's Super Bowl champion.
That's illegal.
That was the best setup for the conversation.
I'm telling you.
That was
Did he get it right?
I want to thank God.
Recruiter.
I want to thank God that I wasn't brought up in a world like that.
Yeah. Hey, well.
The shame.
The disgrace.
Man, I'm be real with you. I didn't even watch the game last week.
What?
But we won.
Yeah, you said.
Why?
First game of the year, I didn't watch that game because I could give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. I could give a damn.
You mean a buck? You bet on the game.
I bet a buck. The first 4 games of the season, this is how Jimmy Johnson broke it down. First 4 games of the season, we trying to find out who the hell we are.
Okay, all right.
Listen.
We might lose 2, whatever. But it's in the effort that we gave during that game. Maybe we got our ass kicked, but we did not make mistakes mentally.
Y'all hear that?
You can make physical mistakes. Goddamn, this motherfucker 270, I'm 220.
Y'all listen to what he said. Oh boy is right on it, man. And he's gonna, he sounds like MRT, Mr. T. He does, man. But just listen softly to what he said. And I'm doing some things over here on the other end. But listen softly.
He gonna whoop my ass.
Yeah.
But mental mistakes is illegal.
Yes, sir.
First 4 weeks, we just trying to find out who we are.
Okay.
The next 4, we start grinding it.
Okay.
Maybe we're a running team.
It's Jimmy Johnson theory.
So for the next 4 weeks, we gonna pound your ass 30 carries a game.
Yes, sir.
That's who we are.
Yeah.
That's us getting our shit together.
Yeah. Bless him.
The third 4 weeks. You gonna throw in your trick plays.
Okay.
You getting ready for the playoffs.
Okay.
So you gonna throw in your bullshit.
Okay, break it down.
You might slip up and lose one of those games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last 4 is ass kicking time. Go back to the Super Bowl years.
Okay.
Last 4, we are dumping niggas into motherfucking gutter.
That's the most. But see, now that y'all get it, now he broke it down. The first 4, you're trying to figure out who you are, and the mid 4, you sitting there. You should know where you at, and then the last 4, you dumping N-words on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, somebody said in the chat, man. Keep in mind, in 2019, the Cowboys started off 3-0. Would you rather be the 2019 Cowboys or this Cowboys? I don't know, man, which one would be worse. But right now, it's all a process. Saiton, appreciate you, man. He states here, I'll name you a team that keeps showing same run defense over and over again. This is Arizona 2.0 again. Jones can't get past for this right here. I feel you on that, Saiton. I feel you on this, but that game was a little bit different, I believe. That Arizona game was a little bit different. But I get it. I get where you going with that. And, hey, first four games. We still in the first 4 games. So that's just what it is, man. Football is a blue-collar sport. I feel you. Tall sweep, a old 70s play, and we couldn't do anything to stop it all day. Let's see how they adjust. Do y'all really think that the Baltimore is finna come in here and they finna put up 44 to 50 points, right? Y'all think that's what's about to happen? If that's the case in the scenario. Huh? All that matters is how we respond. Even Jerry in his old senile way, listening to that interview, he said, man, there's plenty of football left. And I hate to say, hey, man, listen to Jerry, man. He's telling us the truth. But, man, the dude's telling y'all the truth. There's plenty of football. Pittsburgh, TA Cowboys, appreciate you. Pittsburgh started off 11-0 on to miss the playoff a few years ago. Hey, TA, can you let me know what the Eagles did too? They made it to the playoffs, though, but what did they started off with? Come on, TA Cowboy, let me know what they started off with. Come on. Yeah. They will put up 35. Okay. Eagles 10-1. Come on, baby. So, man, look, I don't give a dog to being about hot in September. Now, if we split September, be 2-2, or we absolutely 3-1, then hey, that's all love. Now, if we below 500 coming out of September, now that's a problem there. That's a flat out problem. That is a major problem. This just bad film all the way. Yeah. So this is also a correctable moment where we can look back on and say, all right, cool. Let's see what we can do to improve. And I think I have my guy right here. Look at Jesse.
I wanted to go back to the Saints' first touchdown, okay? This is Alvin Kamara. Remember, this white line that you see right here is the 5-yard line.
Let me see if I can zoom it in. Hold on. Let him play still.
The ball is on the 5-yard
line.
Okay?
Yeah.
This guy right here is Jordan Phillips, 10-year vet, 330-pound. Watch where this guy gets blocked to. He is going to get blocked into the end zone. If I'm a
watch what he do right here. Let me see if I can get it zoomed into another device. Here we go. Yeah.
I wanted to go back to
Here we go.
the Saints' first touchdown. Okay.
Listen properly.
This is Alvin Kamara. Remember, this white line that you see right here is the 5-yard line. The ball is on the 5-yard line. Okay. This guy right here is Jordan Phillips, 10-year vet, 330-pound. Watch where this guy gets blocked to. He is going to get blocked into the end zone. If I'm a defensive tackle, at the end of the play, I shouldn't be standing in the end zone that's 5 yards away. This is your middle linebacker, Eric Kendricks. You want to talk about guys being reached. This guard's going to come down, pick up here. This guy's going to come up, clean up this guy. He damn near makes it hard for this guy to even get in the play, because watch how far he gets blocked off the ball.
Look at that. That's crazy.
I don't want guys, when the ball started on the, where we at here? When the ball started on the 5-yard line, this is Alvin Kamara, okay? The ball started on the 5-yard line. Okay, now we can talk about this holding right here. I'm 100% with you. But I don't want guys blocked. Look what my defensive tackle is at. Look what my defensive tackle is at. And this is a single block. Single block. I don't want my guys' feet in the end zone at the end of this play. Your feet.
Yeah, the feet right here, y'all. You can say what you want. that is not a scheme. That's not a scheme error. That's just getting you blown off the ball, man. Now that's why we've been saying, hey, what about this guy? What about that guy? Man, 330 pound getting manhandled, and that's also a man. He wasn't even in our training camp, right? He wasn't out there when I was out there. So you're going to get these late moves and you're going to get these horrible situations. Yeah. Team America says no way to scheme around that. That just is simply, I'm better and stronger than you. Yeah. So there's nothing you can really do about getting manhandled down in the trenches like that outside of, do you have the talent? Do you have the personnel? Do you have the ingredients? You can watch that same play 1,000 times over. Chris Jones is not going to get uprooted like that, Jeffrey Simmons, he's not going to get uprooted like that. That's how that goes. You pay, look, my guy, action. See, you pay for what you get, plain and simple. Plain and simple. Yeah, you pay for what you get. Unfortunately, run flat tires cost more, right? Just run flat tire. And when it's time to change them out, you're going to have to pay for that. Sanjay says, why is Golston getting reps over Wheat when we can't create pressure or sacks and suck as a run defender? Free the bastards. Yeah, Golston is a drafted pick. He was the only guy that had a sack in this game, Chauncey Golston. And it's just what it is, Sanjay. I would say this right here. We need better productions from our workers on that front. We're going to have to get better production regardless of it. And I think that these guys are looking at tape, and the good thing about tape, you got plenty of time left to make these necessary adjustments. Yeah, you got plenty of time. Yeah, ratio, keep talking about the competitive games. And the NFL is any given Sunday. A loss is a loss. Yeah, and I've seen somebody made a quote whereas they said good teams don't get routed, right? I'm old enough to remember even during the ages of the Patriots when they used to make their runs. Miami used to sneak and get them. One year, it was a regular season game, and some unknown team that just went in there and blew the doors off of Tom Brady and company. So it happens, man. It happened to everybody. Yeah. Shoot. Look, I believe in 1989, or was it 89 or 1990? Boy, us Cowboys, we put the brakes down on the Washington team. The Washington team came in heavily favored and everything. And it probably was the only game we won that year or something like that. But, yeah, so it happens to us all. It's football, man. Shoot. Saints came in there rolling. They came in there rolling with everything, and they gave us everything. So now it's good that this probably happened early versus later. Yep, so it's just what it is. Yeah, so Tolbert only shows up when he wants to. Cooks can't get open on a good corner. My God honest truth about Cooks, I think Cooks is better inside the slot and then working his way on his route progressions. I think that, his size is a situation for us. I think that, the Cowboys, I like Tolbert, I like Jalen Brooks, but let's be real, I think that we can get better in that department. That's why I'm waiting to see whether or not we can get Ryan Flo out there so he can prove me right or wrong on that situation. At least see him out there. I think that when you look back at some of the seam routes that we normally ran in these type of games, that wasn't available. Even Dak Prescott brought that up. And when they were saying that this game is very comparable to the Green Bay Packers game, and they were saying that, blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, we didn't have Jake Ferguson out there. We had 2 rookies out there as offensive linemen, too. This is tape that I'm going to go back and watch. Not saying that just because you had the 2 rookies out there that that's the reason why we lost. But I remember vividly a third of you guys were saying that, hey, even Chase Young, he's trash, he's washed. Yeah, don't think I can go back and watch that. He's washed, Law. But he's been in the league. He's a veteran guy now and got unbelievable upside. And he had a little bit more tools in his belt than Tyler Guyton, right? And Tyler had to do some things to keep his quarterback upright, whether it's holding and things like that. People fail to realize it's not easy rolling out there with a rookie as a left tackle and a rookie with a center who can point out the mic and slide protect and get inside, right? There were a few rookie mistakes. Yeah, it was a few rookie mistakes. Yeah. Yep. Pollard should have been a Cowboys for life, is Sanjay. Man, that spilled milk, man, is like going outside, being mad and angry at the sun. Yep. It's not blame. Willie, I want you to be educated in what my tone is. And that's just what it is. If we can say this, Gail Brandt, who's one of the most brilliant minds to ever scout football, right? Gil Brandt is one of the most brilliant minds to ever scout football. If I'm quoting what he's saying, then what the hell do that mean to you, Willie T? If he said that, then what do that mean to you? That's just what it is. Gil Brandt says when you have a rookie, they're going to cost you at least 1 or 2 games. But that's all in the design of rookies. That's just how they are. Unfortunately, no matter what scale they are on, they're going to at least cost that. But it's necessary growing pains. But if you know more football than me or Gil Brandt, then you start Willie T's Cowboy Sports Talk at this point, at this time. Because at the end of the day, that's just what it is. That's not up for debate. We literally seen Tyler Guyton getting used on a few things. Let me know where I'm wrong. Yeah, so... yeah, he got praise, but he still got beat by Myles Garrett. They still had to do chip and release. They still had to put extra slide protection on his side. So when you lose Jake Ferguson out for a majority of a game, that trickles down. You have less of an approach of an aerial attack in the middle of the field because now Schoon is back there. Now you have Tyler. Now you have the Hunter kid back there. So this is how it goes. You're going to have law, write this down and commit this to memory. Law of diminishing rates of return. That's just how that is. Yeah, so that's just what it is. So you guys are expecting to see a game without a spot or blemish. Give me the spots and blemishes now in September so we can work towards getting better. Because right now, a third of y'all was saying literally, we don't care about the regular season. We only care about the postseason. And now all of a sudden, y'all damn for sure care about the regular season. I can't make this stuff up. Yeah. I can't make this stuff up. So at the end of the day, which one is it? Which one is it? I just want to know. Jeez. But neither here nor there. Let's go to the sponsors. All right, so this video is brought to you by MyBookies. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. 100% match up to $1,000. That's that thou wow. You know what I mean? Plus $10 casino chips. Now, when you use promo code LawNation we are also going to be able to double your earnings with that. So be sure and be mindful to use promo code LawNation. On top of that, loyalty pays really well over here. They got a loyalty program with MyBookies, whereas the longer you in with us, the higher you grab your tiers. It's like this: the more you play, the more you win. So that's a win-win deal with MyBookies. Keep in mind, when you're all around MyBookies, just use promo code LawNation, and we'll take real good care of you, because this is the most wonderful time of the year. Football season. Let's get it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Call in. D Park, appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for your support. And whoever else, appreciate y'all for y'all support. 657-390-7391 is the hotline. Yeah. C Bash says spots and blemishes, boy. We got mollywop. So based off of that game, Saints gonna go undefeated. They gonna win the Super Bowl. Saints finna win the Super Bowl. That's basically what y'all saying. Saints unstoppable. They going straight to the Super Bowl. God is gonna bless them to go through the entirety of the season, through the cold months, and through everything else. By them being 2-0 right now, they gonna go marching in and do everybody like that. Okay, all right, cool. Cool. See, every year we get to this point when teams are 2-0. Can somebody pull up who were all of the 2-0 teams last season, right? Because it's crazy. Last year, y'all was feeling like the Saints. We won game 1, beat the Giants. We won game 2, we beat the Jets. And then game 3, all of a sudden, everything collapsed. Yeah. From the 512, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by MyBookies. What's good with you?
Hey, how's it going, man? Long-time listener, first-time caller. Look, man, honestly, I think that we should have kept Tyron Smith. I mean, look, I understand that he's injury-prone, and I understand why we traded him, but we could have given Mr. Guyton over here, you know, a little more time practicing, trying to get his game up, you know, because honestly, dude, like, I'm thinking that this season's probably going to be a 9-8 season. I mean, we're still fighting the same issues we fought last year. I mean, where are we going to polish it? When are things going to get better, you know?
Well, you won't. It's the sample size in Costco's, man. You know, you go in there, you pick out the food, and you say, it's great. Then you take it to the house, and it's not the same. Now, it's only been 2 games. Now, we got to give this team the chance to make the necessary adjustments, especially on the back end with the safeties. Let's start with the safeties first. Dono was there, but his feet and speed wasn't there, right? Hooker, he abandoned on some plays. He's supposed to run fit and supposed to come down the field on some plays. He didn't make the necessary adjustments. My thing is, if we see that again this year, then we can start saying, hey, coach, what's going on with that? As far as containment on the outside, they were able to get to the edges real quickly, and there was a guy that wore 13 last week that were going sideline to sideline, right, covering every blade of grass, not on the field. So you can miss 100% of the shots you don't take. For some reason, as far as personnel, they didn't put Overshown out there, maybe because he wasn't in the packages, right? You know, so we'll see whether or not the coaches can make these necessary adjustments. We would love for them to make the adjustments during the game, but that's water under the bridge now. And we'll see what they look like going into week 3, if they can make those necessary adjustments.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully they can go ahead and clean it up.
Mm-hmm. Now, from my understanding, the thing is with the Jets, they offered a great incentive-based contract for Tyron Smith, and they were willing to pay that money, and the Cowboys was hesitant. right now, I think that we got to see Tyler Guyton go through these growing pains, and that's how it goes, man. I'm old enough to remember Tyron Smith playing at right tackle and getting used, and then they had to slip him over to the left side, and then he had an unbelievable year. But keep in mind, I think his rookie year, Tyron Smith gave up about 8 or 9 sacks. That's a lot of sacks, bro. And that's even on the right side. But I appreciate you for calling in, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No. Thank you. So people want these guys to be perfect in all thy way. No, he's going to give up some sacks, man. And if Tyron Smith, who was drafted, who came out of college, extremely more higher than Tyler Guyton as far as grades and stuff, even he had some slippage, right? And what's what I'm saying, though. So it takes time. And the thing is, I know we frustrated. I know we're angry. We want to win every game, right? But the reality of it is that's so far from the truth. It's not going to happen. I got from the 626, you in the mix. Talk to us.
Hello, man. I was trying to get in last week
Mm-hmm.
so I could tell us that we needed to relax. Man, we need to relax. We get too high and we get too low.
Right.
We had a good game last week. Cool.
Right.
Next thing I know, I heard we were the doomsday defense. Zeke was back to Ohio State Zeke. All this stuff was so great. Our linebackers were going to be Urlacher and the other dude that were out there in Chicago. We just gotta relax. And now we saw what happened yesterday. It's not the end of the world. We're not the worst team now, So it's just we get too high, we get too low. We got to just take each game as it comes. We're not going to win all 17 games.
Well, here's the only thing,
looked
though.
Bad how it went down, but it's
sad how it went down.
We'll be all right.
We had the most embarrassing loss, right? And like I talked to my brother last night, he was pissed off and angry about his loss, right? To Sam Darnold, who threw a 99 or 98-yard pass, and their defense didn't look like their defense at parts and times on even that play. But at least they did force something like a fumble, an interception, something like that. But here's the thing, though. Neither here nor there as far as other teams. As a Cowboy fan, you're going to get beat up and bruised. That's part of it. You got Stephen A. Smith, who got over 5 to 10 million people following his channel. You got Shay Sharp. You got all of the people that mimic and copy him because this is a copycat world, right? So it's easier to grab those quick hate points, right? And laugh and scoff. Nobody's going to laugh and scoff at these other teams losing. But it's good to poke at the Cowboys, right? And then they only got somebody like me who's not afraid to go back and forth and spit my truths, right? Because at the end of the day, all of those people who banging on the table for Shanahan's system, damn, Shanahan's system is good, but they don't win no damn Super Bowl either. They win no. So
I mean, we would get further, but I mean, they haven't won. They're going home, like you say. I don't want to go to the Super Bowl and lose. That hurts even more.
It hurts even more. So man, I get it though, but right now, I would recommend if you're a Cowboy fan to not turn on the 3-ladder and 4-ladder network because you're going to get all of the clown stuff and you're going to get laughed at and spit upon and they're going to talk bad about you and how your team and how you such a delusional person, right? For rooting for your team. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
But we just got to relax. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. We'll get our bumps and bruises, but we're going to win. 3 12-5 seasons is we can't poo-poo upon that. So it's all good.
Okay, man, appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. Yeah. So, I mean, it goes that way, man. We listen to the garbage. We spit out what even Skip Bayless, he fired and people still listen to him. Y'all going to echo the same thing. Word for word, bar for bar, y'all echoing the same thing. It's still the whole flow. Shay Sharp is a replicate or a copycat of Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith is a dude that takes chances on everything that he can do to laugh and spit upon the fans, and get the absolute royal treatment from the Cowboys. That's why I was mad at the Cowboys a few weeks ago. the moment the Cowboys lose, here he is, you know. But he get the first. Hell, if anybody, they should have had one of the content creators there sitting with Jerry Jones, right? Come on. So it is what it is. I got, let's go. I got A-Lo from the 304. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What it do, Law?
All is well. Come on with it.
Hey, see, this is, and you know what? You hit the nail on the head just a second ago. Why do you go to Stephen A. instead of going to your content creators? Go to the round table.
Right.
Go to the round table. Have the conversation with the round table with real Cowboys fans that aren't doing it just for likes and subscribes, but they're actually doing it because they actually care about the state of the team. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I don't get, you know. Right. But hey, you know, he says he loves to help out this, that, and the third, as in Jerry Jones, but I don't see that. But let's get to the game.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be patient. It takes Mike McCarthy, 4 to 5 weeks just to figure out if he wants to coach or not. And then he'll either get off the throne and actually go out there and coach, or that's when you'll see the struggle games. You'll see a lot of the struggle games. We struggled the first 7 weeks of the season last year because he didn't want to feed CD the ball. For some reason, he figures like, hey, I don't think we need to feed CD the ball again, because obviously you see what's happening. We're trying to give Turpin the ball. We're trying to get Deuce Vaughn the ball. I get it, but at the same time, are we trying to why didn't we do this last week when we already had the game wrapped up?
Right. And I like the committee approach, but at least you go in there swinging with the hammer, right? Yeah. And then you bust them with the blade and slice them up a little bit. Just like, shoot, you ever bought some bag of ice, bro? You take that damn bag of ice and you just slams it on the damn concrete. Yeah. Loosen it up a little bit. Then you go get the scoop. That's what we supposed to do. You take the big bag of ice, that's Zeke, you slam him on the ground, and then you get, you probably would have had even more of a production from Rico. And what happened to Hunter Luepke? Get him about some good touches inside.
But I don't see Hunter Luepke. They're not using him right.
Correct.
Hunter Luepke is a running back. He is not a fullback. He's not a blocker. That's not his game. They're making him a fullback. That boy is a Mike Allstott-esque. Not calling him that, but if you go back to his college tape, that he was a running back, and then they had a fullback in front of him. He is not a fullback. He is not an H-back. He can catch, but he's catching because he is what they've been looking for, a battering ram, and they picked up Zeke. And they could have easily just used Hunter Luepke as that battering ram. That's one. Two, we will not win a thing if we are playing this buddy ball. Last week, the reason why Zeke started, we're in Ohio, we're playing against the Browns, and Zeke went to Ohio State. That was a showcase game for Zeke and try to make him feel better.
Do you think that he was valuable enough to keep the quarterback upright for some of those blitzes?
Look, no, because if that's who you think would have did a better job? Can do the same thing.
You think Hunter is a better blocker than Zeke?
He can do the same thing. You can't just keep on relying on the old well. Like he has a service in the league, right?
Right.
If I'm paying a running back just to block, then you're a fullback, right? Because he can't. He's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. When I'm watching catch the ball,
what did Deuce Vaughn do better than Zeke in this game? Why is Deuce? If Deuce is younger, faster, quicker, and more elusive, why is he only averaging 2.8 yards per toe? What's going on? Talk to me, man. Break it down.
Well, now that, of course, it's honestly the run scheme. We go out and get Boston College's offensive coordinator, and he's supposed to be the run scheme guy, and it looks like we just running the same shit from last year. So, let's be honest here.
It's a situation. It's a situation. Whereas I would say this. They're gonna have Zeke is a volume back. Like I said, he could have had the first 7 or 8 carries, and then you can slide in it. Just break up the ice first. I wouldn't mind seeing Rico getting some late releases. And, of course, this game has been pretty much all the way over with because the Saints scored on their first 6 or 7 drives there. So we were playing from behind. I would think that this team would have been a little bit more aggressive in that approach. That's all I'm saying with that. Because Dak Prescott, the best version of Dak Prescott is when you have play action. I don't think that Dak Prescott, in my opinion, not to beat up the $231 million guaranteed quarterback, I don't think that he flourished well enough to say that he is the type of quarterback without play action game that can really just do everything for you. I think that he performs even better when you have play action on the table.
I agree, but that's for every quarterback. I don't know one quarterback who doesn't thrive better with a running game.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying,
Yeah. You can say Pat Mahomes, but the running game for them is the swing pass. The running game for them is the pass behind the line or the shovel pass. That's the running game for them if they can't line up and hand it off. But last thing for you, Law, you got on me. You said, hey, I would rather die with what I know than the unknown. I told you I would have rather gotten rid of Malik Hooker and kept Woods and let what's my guy number 30? Let him play your safety slot. You got two.
What is Wood doing now though in the National Football League? What plays did he make?
We're keeping him for potential. We're keeping him for potential of what he can do 2 to 3 years down the line.
Okay.
Because I didn't think he was going to play this year, but he can give you some decent snaps on special teams. He can give you some decent snaps, maybe spot snaps, right? But me keeping a veteran as a stopgap for them to do the same thing that I can have a rookie do makes no sense.
True. That right there, I would say that Hooker did had a horrid game. He had a horrid game this past game. He wasn't fitting. He wasn't feeling. And he wasn't definitely didn't have the speed. No. He's not talking about Xavier Woods, y'all. You talking about Julia Wood. Wood, without the S, Wood. Yeah. Yeah, they think you talking about Xavier Woods.
Keep his ass up out of here now. I play sometime. All right,
but
give you sometime.
Before I let you go, that's that. Now we talking about the known and known unknowns, right? The known would have been the Simmons kid, whoever I forgot his first name. I'm getting him mixed up with the defense tackle. Justin Simmons. That would have been the known, right? Now the known unknown is Wood, right? And if the Cowboys, and this is my only draw with the Cowboys, if they were going to pay Lamb and Dak anyway, right? If they come to the conclusion they're going to pay him anyway, pay him on the front end so you'll know how much money you can have to work with, right? And be focused in getting that together, right? The Dak and Lamb combination, it would have been no holdout, it would be no heavy stuff over their heads, right? They would have been working on it. They would have been on the same page by now, right? And take that money that you've been fighting over, trying to save, and go get a known would have been Justin Simmons. Would you have the same would you be banging on the table saying, hey, let Wood get in over Justin Simmons? No, I don't think so, right?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Right.
But my whole thing is this. Whenever, the sad part about that statement is, which is you're 100% right, is that as a total, they were probably negotiating over a total of a range of $4 to $5 million.
Right.
Like you could have taken that $4 to $5 million and got somebody that's actually ready to play, or actually is good enough to be on the back end.
Yeah.
Because they know how to play it.
Yeah.
You got a box safety trying to play in space. That's not his game.
Right.
Keep him on the line.
Yeah.
Hooker coming out of college I thought he was going to be the next Ed Reed.
Yeah.
He gets hurt. He gets hurt. Next thing you know, he's a shell of himself. Now he's with Dallas, and he's a shell of himself. He doesn't have the speed he used to have.
No. Let me say this. Let me say this, because I don't want to beat up Hooker that much, but I'm gonna beat this part of the argument up. Hooker, even at where he was at now, or even at where he's at now, he was better than what we had previously. You know, than the Xavier Woods, the J.J. Wilcox. You see what I'm saying? The Jeff Heaths of the world. We try to be the GM of this team from afar, because we been telling them, like, hey, go get this guy. Hey, check out this tape. And they normally move, but they move slowly. And that's been the number one problem with the Cowboys, that they have the right intentions, but they move slow.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and say just because we're better than what we were does not mean that we're good at where we're at.
True. But isn't that the argument even with Mike McCarthy versus Jason Garrett? Mike McCarthy is a better version of a Jason Garrett. At least we go to the playoffs, right? Jason Garrett was not in the playoff every year, right? So, and not in the playoff. It was every other year. I think it was every even or odd years. And we did the same thing. And we did the same thing with Rob Marinelli, right? Marinelli was a little bit better than the previous defensive coordinator. And then when we got rid of Rob Marinelli, we got Mike Nolan, which was terrible. And then we got Dan Quinn, who was better than Mike Nolan. Now we got Mike Zim. Now we don't know what we got until it's all done.
Well, I agree with you, but that's because there's been quality coaches better than Mike McCarthy that was out there where we could have hired. He just did not want somebody that's going to actually coach. Look at Mike McCarthy and how Jason Garrett and how they marry each other. They're the same coach. They're not rah-rah. They're not get up and go. They're so laid back. They look at things and want to clap. They will, he holding with his hands crossed with the playbook in his hand, like he don't know what the hell is going on. Neither one of them can manage the clock. Now you're playing, the play calling is so dull that you can't even remember to send people in motion or to create a good run game. Like, I saw a better run game with the Packers than he's doing right now with no name backs. Let's not forget that. He's operated a long time with no name backs, and maybe his number one back, Dorsey Levens, or Eddie Lacy.
Yeah.
Who else? Ahmad Green, maybe.
Ahmad Green. Yeah. Ryan
or whoever.
Ryan Grant. But I get what you said, man. We got this line longer than Shaq feet, bro. But it's good to have. I know it's just therapy session, man. You know, you throwing your jabs at me, I'm throwing my jabs back at you. But overall, collectively, it's still week 2. I'm finna head into week 3. And we're not going to move on to week 3, y'all. We still got the same operation until after Tuesday. It's impossible for us right now to say, hey, let's start looking at the Ravens. I know what people want to do, but no, we got to talk about this. We got to get this out. Ain't this right?
Hey, Law, hey, I'm going to support you 100%. I've been with you from ground up. Keep doing your thing, DCL for life.
No doubt. And that's the whole thing about this, man. We shouldn't all be agreeing with each other, man. That'd be crazy. It'll be a 10-minute show. Yeah, I agree, Law. I agree with everything you said, man. Yeah. It should be some kickbacks, man. It should be, if I told my guy, if you go outside, look at the sun, and you don't like the sun, then he should have a rebuttal and say, yeah, I don't like the sun, so that's why I stay inside. Or that's why I got foliage and trees and stuff, man, because I don't like that sun. Right? But we can't move to Alaska and expect it to be sunny, expect it to be hot. When you go to Alaska, it's going to be cold. And when you come to Dallas and you're a Cowboy fan, expect everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac and Biggie climbing out of the grave talking about you when we lose. It comes with the territory. My thing is that they done beat us up so bad that when we win, y'all still have doubt. And we are vibrational people, man, frequency. It spreads to the next person. And before you know it, we never have that security. We never had that confidence. Some of y'all walk around here with like a turtle with your head stuck inside your shell. When I told y'all last week, let that light shine. It's any given Sunday. Some people came into that same building with those same reservations. They called the Seattle Seahawks when they was on their run the 12th man. 12th man. Why? Why? Because the fans, they roared so high and so loud that it caused the earthquake to happen in that area. When in Cowboy land, we can hear a gnat fart in that stadium. You know, they got to fabricate some sounds. Close the roof so we can get some echoes in here. Shoot, I want us to play so fierce at home. I ain't got no roof, you know. Open that damn roof up, you know, so the wind can come in here because we so loud. But we don't have no home field advantages because of the fact of how things are being treated around here. And one thing I'm going to commend the Eagles on, win, lose, or draw, they going to be annoying. They here right now. They know how to fan for their team. They are doing their job right now. They're doing their due diligence. They are making sure that they piss off every single Cowboy person or fan that they can see. And that team haven't even played yet, but they're confident enough that they are so happy and so proud of our misery right now. It just makes them go like, yeah, the Cowboys lost. And they spread it around. That team can literally get blown out today. But they happy right now, yeah. They in here right now. I guarantee you there's Eagles fans in here. Probably be some on the phone line ready to talk to me. He's talking about, hey, Lord, how about them Cowboys? I got my guy from the 201 100 grand with the plan. What's good, man?
Listen, man, y'all need to calm down, man. Relax. Relax. I'm watching First Take right now. 3 segments.
3? 3 of them.
3 long segments. Long segments.
They milking
the
us, man.
Cowboys lost yesterday.
Yeah.
They talked about 0-2 Baltimore for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. The reigning MVP.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it going.
The reigning MVP. They made all of the moves. They got Derrick Henry. They brought Tupac back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. They got a better wide receiver, Zay Flowers. He's going to be able to go into this year even more acceptable. They got the best linebackers, man. They got the best coach over there. And they 0-2. They said, look, we ain't going to talk about that. But let's talk about this dude over here, Cowboys.
5 minutes, and that's what Cowboys fans, man. Y'all wild out because y'all see it on TV how my boy Law said it. Y'all see it on TV. Stephen A. On his IG when we lost. Ha.
Yeah.
They ain't even mentioned the Giants. We done with the Giants. They ain't even talk about the Giants yet.
Yeah.
Man, they are terrible. And this is the New York market, and they ain't even mentioned the Giants.
They said Pat Mahomes threw 3 picks and a win. Did Pat Mahomes throw 3 picks yesterday? He said he threw 3 picks and a win.
Yes.
No, he threw 3 picks for real.
And they said, you know, they struggle. It'll be fine. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Oh, somebody said it's only 2. He didn't throw no 2 picks.
It doesn't matter how many picks it was. 5 minutes.
Oh,
they just talk about, you know, they talk about other things. Well, they ain't got this person. They ain't got that person. They didn't mention that with the Cowboys. They ain't mentioned, man, this person out. Man, that we playing with 2 rookies. They do it on every other football team. They got 2 rookies.
Yeah.
And, you know, they got growing pains they got to get through. The Cowboys, they just suck. They lost. And our fans hear it, and they regurgitate it. But other fans, they make excuses. No.
Here's before you talk about that Dak Prescott thing. Truthfully, truthfully, I'm just being real with you. It takes 3 to 4 weeks for the defense to get together. Now, we had got a great appetizer week 1, though, because we was like, damn, forget that rule. They showed us something. But then it went back to, nah, these guys ain't ready. They ain't on the same page. Now go ahead.
They talked about Kyler Murray. Oh, Kyler Murray had a great game. Kyler Murray was awesome. Kyler Murray did it. If Dak Prescott said what Kyler Murray,
what'd he say?
You don't even know.
What did Kyler Murray
You
say?
don't even know what he said about his wide receiver. It ain't my responsibility to get him the football. If Dak Prescott would have said that about CeeDee Lamb, we'd still be talking about it today. You didn't even know he said that last week.
Man, I ain't know he said it, but shoot, he showed up this week. God, dog. I just think that.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like y'all need to just chill, man.
Ratio said Kyler Murray is the dog, though. He caught over $1 billion with how many playoff wins? 0.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but that the quarterback, playoff wins not quarterback stat though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just messing with your Ratio. I know you.
But everybody say Dak Prescott don't deserve his money. Daniel Jones out here looking, he about to get benched. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stop it. The reigning MVP out here looking trash. You got Derrick Henry only getting 1 touch. Where's the uproar on that from y'all fans? But it ain't there.
But you know what? You know what? Next week, oh my goodness, Derrick Henry gonna be rejuvenated, boy.
That's what these fans. No,
that's what's gonna happen though. Next week he get ready to play. What's gonna happen, man?
They are beating this defense up. Stephen A. Smith even said, "Not Dak Prescott's fault. It wasn't the offense's fault. It was the defense's fault." I'm telling you this right now. The defense is going to go crazy
next week. Okay.
Because everybody is saying it's y'all fault, man. It's the defense's fault. You can't do that.
Well, let's see, man.
I'm just y'all need to just chill, man. Y'all need to calm down.
Yep.
And stop with this person need to get fired, and you should have kept that person, and that person should go away, and this and that. And then when we win, it's the opposite. Just chill, be cool. There's other teams out here that are looking garbage. Y'all not talking about them. Y'all make it seem like the Cowboys is the Carolina Panthers out here, man, when we lose. It's like we Carolina.
But at the end of the day, 100 grand.
Don't make no sense,
before I let you go, you know how it goes.
This
train gonna keep on rolling, man. Appreciate you, man. 100 grand. Let them people know, man. Let them people know, man.
How about them Cowboys, man?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, the train gonna keep on rolling, man. Sure. So if y'all want to leave, go ahead, man. Go ahead and leave. You come on with it, man. I got the next caller on. Sonny from the 970. You're live, Sonny, on the Nation. Brought to you by MyBookie. What's good?
I've been watching football, since the 60s, You always have, in the beginning of the year, every year there's a team that always plays really hot. It just happens to be the Saints this time around.
Yeah.
Every year you get a team that everybody thinks is going to be the great ones. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every year it happens in the NFL. I don't care if we'd had Patrick Mahomes yesterday on our team. We would have still got blown out,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like Brady. Did you listen to what Brady said when he was doing the game?
What did he say?
He said that Saints team's pretty hard to play against. He even said that himself, and he's played against them. It's just something about it.
Yeah.
I give it, I think Dak did okay. He didn't play like a $60 million quarterback. Whatever. But I mean, what do you think? You really? I mean, you've been watching our team. You went to their to their practices, to when they started spring training.
Well, here's how it goes. We start off with everybody with 100, right? And then when they started to dissipate and take things off, then we knock them off a grade, right? So the number one thing is I've seen enough in training camp that Ryan Flo, he elevated his game enough for us to say, hey, let's get him out there. Let's see what he can do. I think that the Cowboys, even with the sample size I was able to witness, I think that he would have been a good pitcher for us to be out there to see him in this game. I'm looking at it also from a defensive perspective. It's hard to give true, raw, and real analysis of a defense for what they did last week. Now you can go back to the tape and say, okay, all right. You guys got pushed off the ball, and the counter was this and that, and you're gonna have to do this when you see us against the Ravens. So now I got to give a little grace to Mike Zim to see whether or not he can get these boys back on the defensive side. Offensive side, we kind of known that this offense kind of struggles in the month of September because they refuse to play their starters in preseason.
Yeah, even if they had played good on offense, they didn't finally end up punting that ball until the fourth quarter. New Orleans, our defense I wouldn't have cared how good, you know.
Yeah,
it's just a downer when a team is play, but when your defense is every time is getting beat, it eventually trickles to the whole team. You know what I mean? It really does. I don't care who you are, what athlete, whatever. But what do you think about this? I know you're going to talk about it. Well, Baltimore, they're a pretty good franchise. They're going to they're looking at maybe possibly going 0-3.
Yeah. But look how they holding things together. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you so much, Sonny. Let me hear you say it though before I let you go.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate them. Yes, indeed. Is it Block Texas Smoke? Let me see what he said. What Texas Smoke said. Law Nation, how much in the super chat do you need? You start telling them the truth. You trying to hype up this team only for money. Yeah. It's kind of like what Shay Sharp and Ocho Cinco does. Yeah. You're trying to hype them up for money. Yeah. Law is all about the money. Yep. That's all what it's all about. Ain't that right, y'all? Let Texas Smoke talk his stuff. Because at the end of the day, he know who I am, but nobody know who the hell he is. So he's a follower, and that's what followers do. They criticize and they poke at things that they like. So he's a secret admirer of Law Nation. So let him stick around. Maybe he can learn something, and I can help him out throughout his life. I might helping him now. He's ranting and he's talking about me to help alleviate his insecurities in his life. So that's just all that goes from him. So may God continue to bless you, Texas Smoke, and continue to worry about me and my coins, because at the end of the day, if you knew Law Nation was successful before I even started this YouTube thing. Let's go, baby. So 337, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me. Once, twice, 337.
What's going on, Law Nation? What's up?
Hey, man, all is well, man. Can't complain, bro.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, turn me down in the background, man. Turn your radio down. Radio down. Come on with it.
Yeah, got you. Man, you just hung out with my boy DJ Mixology this weekend, man.
Yeah.
Him and Easy Babino at the Michael Irvin thing, man. I sure enjoyed you guys, man.
And I appreciate that, man. Even though the back end it wasn't sweet, but man, being out there, man, just being in the mix with all of them guys, man, it was wonderful, man. People from all over the globe that able to support and be with the Nation, man. It was great, man.
But let's get to the meat and the rubber of the road, baby.
Okay, come on with it.
Man, we didn't blitz.
or do anything to put this guy under pressure? Why do we continue to be the best team, one of the best teams in the league, but yet we fail us, we disappoint us? It's been 29 years, man, and I'm knocking on 60 years, and I'm tired. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being disappointing. We didn't go get Derrick Henry. We didn't go get Barkley. We go get Mike Zimmerman, who has been a Cowboy in the past. He failed at Minnesota. We go get Mike McCarthy because we think he won one Super Bowl. He's going to win. He's another coach that clap his hands like we've done something, we've done nothing. Man, we continue to allow Dak to be another Romo. We ain't doing nothing. We worth more than any sports team in history, and we consider ourselves America's team. I'm a faithful Cowboy fan. You are. We buy all this nice stuff. We root. We tell people this, our challengers, our haters, this and that. Man, Law Nation, I'm tired, man. We got to win. We got to put all this stuff aside, and we got to start winning. We got to get rid of Mike McCarthy. We got to get rid of Dak. I'm sorry. Dak is whack, man. I'm a fan.
Man, you killing
we got to
me
get
over
somebody
here,
that's going to do right.
You killing me, man.
I want to kill you. I want you to wake up, smell of coffee.
Robert. Kill me over here. You killing me, man. You killing me, man. Hey, man. Hey, no. They just paid. Hey, they just bought the car yesterday, and once you drive it off the lot, they hit something, you know, and now you can't take the car back. So that's Dak Prescott. So your best job is to right now fix the bumper, right? Fix that bumper, and you're gonna have to still make them notes. They got that note, $231 million guaranteed. So Dak, for the next 5 years, he is here. So take that and move that to the side, okay? All right?
You're right. I'll deal with him. He's okay. I'm not gonna say when I say Dak is whack, it just pisses me off that he's been around too long and he's not being able to read. He's not being able to make the right decisions. But yet and still, I'm gonna say this, man. And on a serious note, you know, Jerry has to be able to understand. He can't be the general manager, the president, and all this other stuff. You got to get minds of football in the game, man. You got to allow these people to understand something, man. We need somebody to make changes upstairs that really knows football. I know you're a businessman, but at the end of the day, you're not making the best decisions for the Cowboys. You're moving too slow. Why would you not get a good running game for a decent quarterback? Because
they spent according to Jerry, they spent all off season, going back and forth with the CD Lamb contract, with the Dak Prescott contract. And they had their feet to the fire. He had only 3 people in the stands in Oxnard. I was one of the 3. You know what I'm saying? And that they was too slow to move. They had other things to consider versus getting this thing together to making sure that they bring in the right pieces. So we can.
But they haven't.
What you say?
They haven't brought in the right people.
Because they moved too slow. Who gonna fire Jerry?
Nobody's gonna fire him, but he needs to fire himself.
He ain't gonna fire himself. At the end of the day, before I let you go, is success subjective? Yes or no? Success is subjective.
Explain.
Yeah. So
for him it is.
It's subjective. Yeah. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champ as an owner. He got a gold jacket. He done got absolutely a $3.5 billion playpen in Frisco and a $3.5 billion playpen as the stadium in Arlington, right? That's very successful. Yep. He got a yacht, he got a helicopter, and he's running the team. He's living his dreams. And he's 82 years old and still speaking up late at night, going over press conferences and going to do 2 shows a week. And he's not the problem? Shoot.
He's the problem, man. You know that. But anyway,
but we gonna
do what we got to do, and we gonna support the Cowboys. But yet and still, we got to make a change.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, Law.
Appreciate you, man. My guy from the 337, man. Hey, he's Dak is whack, and it's Dak Prescott fault, and we spent all off season to the point that I'm on record. I said, man, sure, at this time, and my guy Dak attack, he didn't like what I said. I said, man, at this time, man, shoot, just let Dak go somewhere else. And I would have loved to seen last night if we had another quarterback in that backfield and the same thing would have happened. Y'all would have been talking about, well, damn. Maybe it wasn't Dak, because at the end of the day, if you can't stop the run, that had nothing to do with that. That had nothing to do with trying to stop that run, trying to stop my guy Shaheed taking the top off the defense. Now, he did have something to do with that second interception, which he clearly said, hey, I was, trying to fit the ball where it don't belong. And then he said, hey, on that misread on that touchdown, this Dak words. Man, me and Lamb is not on the same page right now, and we working towards to get to that. But ain't nobody going to fire Jerry. Shoot, he's a billionaire, man. This is a hobby for him, right? It's like going for a walk. I got from the 5. Wait, let me make sure I can see this really good. I think it is Chris. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me, man.
I don't get why everybody's blaming Dak. Dak don't play defense.
Right.
But
they said the score could have been 45-44,
at the end, them interceptions, he was trying to make something happen from how bad they were getting beat.
Yep.
Any quarterback is going to make them mistakes whenever they're getting beat that bad.
Yeah.
To me, I think we need to get some real dogs down in the trenches. That's where we're getting blown out every time whenever we come up against our run offense that's aggressive.
Yeah. You're right.
And Jerry needs to go out there and find them dogs because right now we ain't got them.
Well, I think that down in the trenches, man, you got to set the tone. And at home, you set the tone with the two things on my wish list. Can we run the ball and can we stop the run? Those are the two things that can set the tone. When I looked at some of the Vikings tape, even with Aaron Jones going up against the Niners, he was running hard on some sweeps, and he was making sure that he was trying to set the tone. And when they were able to do that, the Vikings it introduced play action to the game, right? So the Cowboys been avoided of being able to set the tone to get play action and to stop the run to force teams. If teams knew, if the Cowboys knew that was that's what the Raiders was going to do is just drop back and pass, they would have been better. But by them sitting there allowing 4.5 yards before contact, it's crazy, man. Like, I pray for days like this, man. When we going to ever get 4.5 yards before contact? And then lose. Well, I would love to have that. We don't get that over here, man. We don't get that, man.
I think we'll start getting it once we start incorporating Dalvin Cook with Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know why they're throwing Deuce Vaughn in there. He's decent, but you throw him in there whenever you wear down the defense.
Right, and they never, and that's my whole point. People think like Law Nation is an Ezekiel Elliott apologist, but remember that analogy that I gave with the bag of ice. When you go buy them bags of ice, you slam them on the ground, right? That's to break up all of that stuff, spread it out a little bit, and that's what Zeke would have done. You start off with Zeke. It don't give a dog whether or not Rico is better than Zeke or Zeke is better than Rico. You just start off with your hammer. Bust it open a little bit, and then you slide in Rico. And then if Rico get tired a little bit, then you throw in Deuce Vaughn. But it's not even necessary to throw him in there because he just showed you what he was able to do. Fresh legs with 2.8 yards per tote. That's not going to get it done.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to start using Dalvin Cook after a while to help Ezekiel Elliott.
We shall soon see, because we got to throw out the fact that, that we talk about ages and all of this stuff, and Kamara and Zeke 3 days apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 3 days apart, and Alvin Kamara still running that thing pretty good. Appreciate you for calling in, though.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you. All right. Well, we got some people up in here, man. I got the 202, then I got the Dallas is real. We going down this list. 202, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, what's going on, Brother Law, man? It's Jason. Usually I just post a lot in the chat, bro. But I figured I'd call in real quick. Law, I was curious on what you think, bro, because I really think the issue, man, is it's a whole mentality thing, bro. Like, you notice when teams march down the field, they take the ball, march down the field, and score on the first drive, it just, you get that, like, oh, shit, here we go again.
Here we go again, yeah.
And it just seems like, it doesn't seem like we got the Kobe, that Mamba mentality, bro, where it's like we can, when a team does that, we struggle, we fold. Unless Dak comes down the field again, they just score a touchdown, they go point for point. Unless it's one of those type of shootouts, which is rare, because usually we don't do that. It's hard to go back and forth with a team that is another dog. We don't stand up to the bully, man, is what I've noticed. And then once that happens, we fold, man. And I either think it's a problem with, I think we got the right players. I think we got the right personnel, man. I think we got hella talent. I think we got a young, good offensive line. I think we're there, man. I just think that, I don't know, the mentality, man, is just we don't handle the bully well, man. We could beat up on everybody else.
And here's another thing, though. The Cowboys, they got to know their role.
Yeah.
Like, I like Wanye. I like what he brings to the table. But Wanye kickoff return.
Why is he doing that?
Why he doing that? Shoot. We know the faster dude. I'm sitting there, I'm watching the screen. I'm like, we finna take it to the house. This another sucker, he just scored last week. Look, give it to the faster dude. I'm sitting here like, you got Wanye, who's my dog. I like Wanye in them. Third cousin, twice removed. And I'm looking at this thing like, okay, let's go. Oh no, that's damn Turpin blocking for someone.
It made no sense, bro.
It made no sense. And Turpin need to be able to say, hey, when this ball is in here, they in the same proximity. Wave his ass back, like, dog, get back a little bit. I'm 4'2". I'm 4'2" speed. I got the speed force over here. I'm the red flash. I'm not even the yellow flash. Come on, give it to me.
They need to go to the sideline and be like, yo, next time you do that, Wanye, stop, bro.
Like, Wanye, get back. Position yourself to block. Come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
And then I need for Cavante Turpin. I need for the Cowboys. For the love of God, look at what the Saints did with Rashid Shaheed, and they need to say, hey, I don't give Dak. If it's gonna be incomplete anyway, throwing it to Jalen Brooks or an INT, at least put the fear of God on that defense. Send Cavante Turpin, number 9, on a go route. I don't give a dog if you throw it out of bounds. I just need for you to show that this little sucker right here can take the top off the defense, right? And that you got to pray.
I guarantee you, Law. I guarantee you, bro. If Cavante was with the Chiefs and Andy Reid had him, we'd be sitting here like he's a household name, and this kid is just taking it to the house, and everybody be like, oh my God, who is this kid? Like, I promise you. Like, we just don't use the people the way we... Honestly, I wasn't even that disappointed. I've been screaming for Deuce to get the ball, bro. Yeah. I was not, like... I'm not saying I'm that disappointed in Deuce. People have been talking about Deuce, but I'm saying if you really think about it, he always gets positive yards. they just don't use the run scheme. Isn't right, bro. They don't use them right. What happened to having an I formation and just running the ball? Have dudes run behind somebody, bro. Like have Zeke run behind somebody, bro. Stop giving him the ball and trying to make him miss somebody in the backfield like he's gonna just take it to the house, bro. That's not their style, bro.
These guys, and I'm not beating them up, but I am a little bit. Like we know, like I've seen with my natural eyes that Kevontae Turpin averaged 7.5, 8. He literally y'all look it up on every reverse sweep. He averaged literally 7 or 8 carries. Yards.
Yeah.
These dudes, we get down to all side of the field, they give it to Cooks. I'm like, first and foremost, I didn't even like the play, but why in the hell you give it to Cooks? Now I know Cooks used to be a 4-4, 4-3 guy, but you got 4-2 right there. Like you could have just gave it. You could have just gave it to Kevontae Turpin. I guarantee you, he would have caught that edge. It would have been a touchdown. We wouldn't even be talking about this.
That's why, bro. My McCarthy's on his last year, my dude. Because honestly, after this, the Kellen's out, man. Kellen's gone. Dak is here. So the only one without a chair right now is Mike. If this offense keeps kicking field goals, if they keep, man, I'm telling you now, bro, man, the Ravens are coming to town. They are loose. They have not won a game yet. They're pissed off. If this gets ugly on Sunday and we just have a problem scoring, I'm telling you, Mike. There's no one else to blame right now because everybody else has got a secured spot, man. There's no one else to blame. Zimmer only had 1 year anyway. So,
all right, man. I appreciate you calling in, bro. But
yeah, bro. I appreciate you. I always appreciate what you do, Law, man. Keep your stuff up, bro. Much respect. Much respect.
Appreciate you, man. All right, Dallas is real, man. You live, man. Talk to me, man.
Going on, Law Nation?
Not much,
Big
man.
brother.
Yeah.
Nothing, brother.
Man.
Well, as in the words of the great Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. Relax.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Just 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. 1 week, okay?
You know what's gonna happen next week, right? They gonna hear what I said, right? And then now you're gonna see Kevontae Turpin in there in the round.
I get it, but the defense, I'm not gonna lie, they was capping. They was totally capping. They was not shooting. They was capping. The defense definitely did come up short, but I think it's just 1 week. Let's see what happens next week. I mean, a lot of teams lost this week. A lot of front-running teams lost this week, so this definitely was an anomaly. You know what I mean? So let's just take it in stride. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot more football to play, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? We got our quarterback signed. We got our CD. We got our Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Signed. That's the new prime time. I mean, but end of the day, I think we're gonna be fine, bro. I really think we're gonna be fine.
Normally, it's gonna take like. Here's what I said last year. I said that we're gonna need our defense for the first few weeks to get things going for us because Mike McCarthy calling the plays. There will be a few hiccups, but there will be principles and concepts. It literally happened that way outside of the Cards game, right? That was the eye opener. Under Mike McCarthy now, he should already have the installments going. He should already know what needs to be done, but it seems as if though he's a little lethargic again this year, right? And this defense, they still picking up different concepts and principles, and they're getting outmanned and they're getting bullied around on certain looks. So we will see, man, if the adjustment's going to come from Mike McCarthy going against the Ravens, and the adjustments are going to come from Mike Zim. But now I think people have lost every patient that they had because of the last year results. You know how they go.
Right. Not only that, our O-line definitely had some hiccups. I mean, a lot of flags came up in the offensive in the start of the
drive
game.
Killers.
A lot of flags, you know what I'm saying? So people can't make those. They can't forget those errors either. So it's like, don't blame it all on Dak. It's not Dak. Don't get me wrong. He had a couple interceptions. But hey, Pat Mahomes had a couple of interceptions too, and they still won the game. So it all doesn't just fall on the offense; it's the defense. The defense wins championships. We grew up hearing that all our lives, right?
Yeah.
Defense wins championships. Defense wasn't there yesterday, man.
Yeah, it wasn't there. If Pat Mahomes had this defense, what would the score would have been?
Oh shit! Hey man. Well, let me just say this before I go. Pat Mahomes, he different, man. He different. He's being honest. He different. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just knows how to will that team to win. In one way or another, they get him to win. But before I go, let's go Cowboys, brother. Another week against Baltimore. You got to make them walk out Wire style. You know what I'm saying? You remember the show The Wire?
Yeah.
We got to give him the what was his name? Omar.
Omar
we
coming.
Treat him like Omar.
Omar coming. But the worst thing about The Wire is that he got Omar up out of there with a little kid, man. That was just like, come on, man.
Hey, man, well, he was skinless, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How they say? Hate. Man, I can't. It's a word. It's a usual word. But at the end of the day, what is it? You live by the gun, you die by the gun.
You live by the gun,
right?
you die by the gun.
You know what I'm saying?
But nobody saw Omar going down like that, though, man. Come on, man. No doubt.
Hey, man, I gotta pull that up, man. I might.
Don't make everybody go watch The Wire now. I appreciate you, man.
That's right, brother. I appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. The Wire writing, man, was just phenomenal, man. I don't know another series. You know, Snowfall to me at the end, kind of like, hey, man, did they just rush that up out of there? Yeah. And right now, Ghost, Tyreek and them, you know, that's been written pretty well. Yeah. But even this Ghost Power right now, you know, I forgot the lady with the short haircut. You know, she lost all of her cool points, man. She started smashing the lawyer and the other dude. What's his guy name? She was smashing too many people. She lost her power touch when she started smashing too many, you know. But that's a whole nother conversation, man. But shout out to the Power Watchers of Ghost. I hope I didn't spoil that for y'all, you know. Best series of all time, you know. Let 50 Cent start writing some more stuff, man, and getting things. Norma, yes, her name, Norma. Yeah, Norma's like. I can't wait to like Norma. Norma fell off when she killed her right hand man. You know, Davis and Kane. When she killed her right hand man and stabbed him in his neck, she lost all of the power. She lost all of the power to me. It's just crazy. Let me get my guy in from the 214. Darius, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
I wasn't going to call you.
What?
But I wanted to make sure this point stuck. It's the only reason why I called you.
Okay, go ahead.
Mike McCarthy said we were on cloud 9 after week 1.
Why you had to remind me? Why you had to remind me, man? Why you see why you gonna do this to me, Darius? Why you gonna do this to me, man?
I'm glad a lot of people are starting to see what I've been saying. I'm gonna say it again. Mike McCarthy said after this game, we were on cloud 9 after week 1. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, and then Dak comes back and rebuttal.
The same shit.
No, he said whoever opinion it is that we were on cloud 9, we wasn't. And I'm like, Lord, the right hand don't know what the left hand is doing. Y'all having battle royales between each other on those type of things. Like, he don't know the temperament and the temperature of this team. Like that, I got so mad at Mike McCarthy for saying that, right? And I still didn't listen to his damn presser. I don't read it, you know. So I don't know how his tone was, but somebody else can take their time to listen to the man for 12 to 13 minutes. But I did hear Dak Prescott out, And he said that, you know, basically he's not trying to get too high nor low. There's still plenty of season left, but he made it his business to let people know that they wasn't on cloud nine. So at some point, man, I think that there's a disconnect between the head coach and the damn quarterback. These guys need to debrief themselves. If Dak Prescott got the autonomy, like the full control of this offense, right, to veto plays, to check in plays, to make sure that this personnel is in, then he needs to walk around like he got those responsibilities. Ultimately, he needs to have that conversation with Mike on where we are at as it relates to this team and what need to be an overall philosophy. That's my thoughts on it.
That's all I had to say, Lon.
Yeah, okay.
That lets you know. Yeah, you thought I was going to hit you with a long one. Nope. That's coming. But I promise you, it's going to come. But I'm going to keep it real short these next few weeks. I'm not even going to call.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna just let that shit play on out.
Hell yeah.
That lets you know the type of coach you got. And that's all I'm going to say.
No doubt, bro. Yeah. And I need for my Cowboys to win because I think me and him got a wager on the line as far as that stake. But neither here nor there. Once again, they need to be on the same page, man. Speaking of the same page, I know my guy Swayze right here from the 908, the Objective Cowboy fan. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by MyBookies. Talk to me, Swayze.
What's going on, Law? This is Swayze, Objective Cowboy fan. Yeah, we do this every year, man. I point things out before the season starts, and it happens, and I always get laughed at in chat, and then it happens.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like I don't want it to be that way. I don't want it to be an echo chamber where, you know, I'm kind of forced to like praise my own team while I know this team is not ran right. It starts from the top. The number one thing that I looked at, right? And we do this every year as Cowboys, not Cowboys fans, but Cowboys organization. We pay big money to the top 3 to 4 people from each generation. I mean, each top 3, 4 people, and we have no depth on the team. Before this generation, it was the 21 with DeMarcus Ware, Jason, when you pay them top money and don't have enough money to pay the second cornerback, don't have enough money to pay like a veteran, a good veteran running back, like a Derrick Henry.
Right.
We get cheap when it comes to defensive coordinator. Let's give, like, first of all, Mike Zimmer, and I told you guys before the season even started, you don't get an old head in this day and age where you have the Kyle Shanahan and Mike McVay type offenses that is plaguing throughout the league. You don't get an old head. He got ran up out of the Vikings, and you're going to pay him, you're going to give him a retirement job? This is a retirement job. Don't get me wrong right about this. Mike Zimmer is not a real hire. It's a retirement job. He has a relationship with Jerry Joneses. Let's give him a 1-year contract and let them send him off.
Let me ask you this, though. What should Jerry do in this situation when he didn't want to fire Mike McCarthy? He's on a 1-year deal. Who else would have accepted a job outside of Al Harris to be your defensive coordinator?
It's called being a good GM. It's called doing the research. Let's look up statistics and see who was very successful against the Kyle Shanahan type offenses. Let's get a young person.
I think Zim, to be fair to him, I think that his record was a little bit better than Dan Quinn against this Shanahan tree. That's why, you know.
Yeah, but again, like this is Mike Zim, not with the. First of all, he got Kendricks. Kendricks. Oh my God!
And it's only been 2 games too, though. It's only been 2 games, right? You know, so.
But the thing is, it's not that we lost, right? It's the NFL. It's 17 games. It used to be 16 out of 17. You're going to lose some games. It's the way you lose the games that becomes alarming. We have had the same problem since 2018 when we faced against Sean McVay, when we faced against the Rams, when we went to the Coliseum in LA when we lost and they kept running the ball down our throats. We couldn't recognize who had the motion. That same type of offense We've been having the same problem with that same type of offense for almost 7 years. You can't gaslight us Cowboys fans and think that's okay. You've been having the same problem for 7 years. It's like having a family member who's been doing this. It's like having a daughter or a son who's still not doing any homework 5-6 years down the line. At a certain point, you got to be tired. Like at one point, you're gonna start doing your homework. This is the same thing with the Cowboys. At one point, are you gonna start doing your due diligence and put major resources at the defensive tackle position and at the linebacker position?
I mean, you got it, like you say, when you have ultimate security as the job, who gonna fire him? And we already tried. Look, we already tried. I think the fans did revolt. It was 3 people at the doggone Oxnard thing. It was me and somebody else, right? Not a lot of people, empty stands. But we won. People had expectations, literally, of the Cowboys losing that game. Some of the fans. We beat the Browns. All it took was one win, right? It's like the man that smashes other women, right? And then to get his main chick back, he just give her a set of flowers, and she said, "Hey, I embrace you with warm, open arms." And did you see what the Cowboys fans did when they opened up that stadium? Everybody flooded inside that stadium. You saw that? We the only team that had that visible on camera of us storming inside, right, running inside, and gave Jerry all of that good money. That's just what we do. So at the end of the day, it didn't work. You know, we're gonna still be them boys. So Jerry's not gonna get fired. No,
he's not gonna get fired. But at the end of the day, it's like, as Cowboys fans, we can't gaslight each other. If we see something that's wrong, it's okay to be like, actually, it's something wrong. Like it's something like. I understand what you're saying. It usually does take 4 or 5 games for
4 or 5 games for defense
to settle with each other and to get used to the new defensive coordinator. But when it's the same problem for the last 7 years, what percentage in your head?
Swayze, before I let you go, you hit me with a good truth. Swayze, that's why I love it when you call in. Yeah. You hit me with a good truth. Ew. We see, Swayze, if we see that they roll Hooker and Dono back out there and they don't give Overshawn no tick and they are not moving some stuff around like my guy put in Tyrus Wheat at least to give us a different look, and we roll out the exact same defense with no adjustments, you 1,000,000% right.
But that's not Mike Zimmer's fault because
he the coach.
Monty Smith. No. But I'm saying in reality, we have a huge political politic inside the organization. Why is Monty Smith on the field?
He's a drafted pick.
You know why? You know why he's in the field. He's the first round pick. Yeah. We paying him millions of dollars. Make sure Monty Smith is on the field, and that's the problem. I'm gonna let you go, man.
Appreciate you, man. If this team, like he said, is not willing to bench certain players and get them up out of there, then we're having these issues from a political aspect, you know. And to be fair, I got to go back and watch some more Mozzie tape before I give that judgment summary on what he did in this game. And I didn't watch the all 22 yet, but that is great. But I know for sure we saw them safeties didn't play up to par, and we saw linebackers not willing to. Well, let me take that back. We saw a certain linebacker, I'm not going to say his name, that didn't really do things that we wanted him to do. All right, so let's go with this, and when we hit 1 o'clock, we're going to put the time game on, all right? That good with y'all? We put the timer on it when we get 1 o'clock my time. But everybody else, man, that's in here, we're going to get to y'all. 313, you're live. And now we got the 206 MJ. You live.
What up, Law? How you
what's
doing,
going
brother?
on? All is well, man. Can't complain.
Well,
I'm just going to get right to the point. I don't agree with Swayze.
On to what point? Because he made a few points out there. Now, which point did you don't agree with him with?
His few point about Zimmer. Zimmer has one of the best records against West Coast offense.
Yeah.
That's one.
That's 1 point.
Two, the linebackers, we ain't worried about it. It wasn't the linebacker fault. They was our old D tackles, and I didn't mind having them, but you need a young guy with them old boys to take the pressure off them old. See, everybody was bragging on the old dudes. I haven't heard, I ain't gonna say no name, podcaster. Oh, man, I'm gonna say it again. New Orleans, all them boys in the front was young. We had a young boy, we let him go. I was at the camp too when you left, Long.
Rogers.
Our young boy was stopping the run. If y'all go back and watch the preseason tapes, he was stopping the run. They couldn't move him. And the key, when you play that technique, you can't get pushed back 5 yards. Our boy was getting pushed back 5 yards. That young boy, 21, 22 years old, strong as a beast, and you couldn't push him, so they help your linebacker. Now, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Long? So, we're going to that point. Well, Prescott, that first interception wasn't on Prescott. The first interception was on 83 slipping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, the second, he made that mistake because you're trying to make something happen. I can understand that. And 80 should be stuck in the game plan. If 80 is in the game, I'm going to tell y'all something. If 80 oh, my God, that's pissing me off. Every other team, if 80 was on a Rams team or somebody else's team, we'll be saying, who's that guy foreign? Who's that? They got a weapon, y'all. McCarthy, and I'm going to say Darius is not lying, y'all. Our offensive play calling is a F. It's a stale.
What about this, though, right here? What about this, though? Mike McCarthy did lament it before he left Green Bay that he's going to always call the plays. He's not going to give up that duty anymore. Then when he got here, he allowed Kellen Moore to call the plays, right? Mm-hmm. And then in last year, it was Mike McCarthy's first time since 2018 calling the plays, or 19, I think 2018. Yeah. So he's a little archaic to a degree. I heard pieces of that while I was setting up for this show on Skywalker Steele show. He was talking about like this offense is very archaic. Like there's no future stuff to it. Now, granted, because I know where people are going to go with this. They're going to say, well, you guys banged on the table to get Kellen Moore up out of here, right? But two things can be true. Ain't that right, MJ? Right? Mm-hmm. Right. So my thing is with this is you brought in this guy, Steve Simcoe, who was a brilliant mind with the Boston College, what have you. He took that particular offense. They were averaging 180 points, 180 yards a game. When he got there, when he finished, he was 340 something. He even got Zay Flowers drafted for doing all of the great stuff. So my thing is, Mike McCarthy, I know that you got your back against the wall because this is a contract year for you. But somehow you probably going to have to delegate some stuff so that you can get your head around somewhere else. You the head freaking coach. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he can step back a little bit and allow Steve to call the plays or the Shannon, what the guy named Cannon, what's the guy named? Schottenheimer, which he is labeled as an offensive coordinator. From what I was told, is that he installs all of the stuff during the week and get it all catered together. But Mike McCarthy called the damn plays.
But look, the problem is what Darius been trying to say, and we see it too. You got to run them. You know how you have the receivers to confuse them. We don't see none of that.
Right.
Then you got number 9. Number 9 should be going long all the time to stir the defense, just like you say. 80 should be doing the crossing routes with whatever, and then that'll open up for CeeDee Lamb. That'll open up for your round back. And then we supposed to be going sweep left, sweep right, sweep left, sweep right, because our tackles could play. Now, still,
He played horrible. I'm not worried about number 60. Number 60 will beat y'all. We got one. Still, I don't know, sometimes he'll play good and sometimes he get lazy. It's still, like they say, he got to get his act right.
Yeah.
You know, but we got to run better plays to loosen up that bag and stop running boring. Okay, no, and then the fullback, he could play. You didn't even use your fullback. It's just so much stuff that this thing could be blowing people away from McCarthy. Look, he gonna call the game, gonna score 40 points, and then we gonna say, "Wow, why you didn't do that against New Orleans?" Cause he be going blame. And I'm gonna say something. Darius got a point, y'all. I gotta give it to Darius. McCarthy better get his head out his ass. I hate to say that, cause he's pissing me off. We got too many weapons not to be using. He's not using weapons right. And he said one more thing. We need to get rid of the safeties. I told you, number 6 should not be starting, man.
You did. I made that argument there. I think 6 flourished a little bit better when he's shooting closer to the LOS and he's making plays. But in the backfield, he's kind of slow. Yeah.
Number 14 and 30 is better because they're going to make tackles. And that ain't no way I play safety. You never let a man get past you. Once I see that dude, this is gonna be deep. That's gonna be an interception. A smart safety, that's an interception. Stop their drive, and then they're gonna make them stop throwing low, stop throwing long. But oh my God.
Look, let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this before I let you go though. Let me tell you this before I let you go. And people won't see it because it's at micros, you know. And people can make arguments and say, well, no, that's just them scaling back.
Nah, fuck this.
This is what happened. The Saints, they put up 35 points before halftime, right?
That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. We were talking about making the necessary adjustments. Guess who made the adjustments? The Cowboys defense made the adjustments because guess how many points they put up in the second half?
Was it 7?
9. So
okay.
So what I'm trying to say here is we've seen the defense got the capabilities to make the adjustments. It's just that the league was so damn far out in front that you really can't go in and see the micros. Now, here's the thing. With Mike Zim, he's still trying to make sure that everything is correct with how the flow of this game should be. But at some point, the same thing that we've been having issues with is this damn offense. Them dudes, offensively speaking, in the second half, they only put up 3 goddamn points. You know what I'm saying? 3.
I know.
3. And then it's called nothing. Got shut out in the fourth quarter.
And I don't want to hear nothing about no CeeDee Lamb wasn't there. No, the offense is already there. I'm thinking we should be scoring 30 points a game easy. We should. He got too many weapons. If that guy was, I'm going to tell y'all something. If the San Francisco coach had that Dallas offense, they score 40 every fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They got their line, their offensive line is better than San Francisco. And their offensive line is on the same level as New Orleans, New York offensive line. We have no excuse, y'all.
No excuses.
McCarthy, Darius is right. McCarthy, man, I'm telling y'all. McCarthy might be out down for. I'm giving.
Oh Lord.
McCarthy,
but man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, my dog. But you know.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
Please tell them guys I don't want to hear nothing about Zimmer. This is second game. The D tackles got their butt beat up, and when your D tackles get beat up, I don't care what kind of linebacker you got, you get your butt killed.
You ain't lying, man. Appreciate it. Good call from MJ, man. But if you
wanna go, baby,
hey,
go ahead and walk out the door. But one thing that you gotta remember.
So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that is the reality of it, is that you can't go into a football game and got 30 minutes to play. 30 minutes to play in the second half. And only muster up 3. 3 points. It's not good. It's not good in the second half. And the drought is continuing to happen coming out of halftime. last year, the Cowboys, if you take out, from an offensive perspective, if you take out, I think towards the latter part of that season, the Washington game, and I tallied this up, the Washington game last year, and I think it was like the Rams game. Offensively speaking, we done scored only 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. That's the entirety of the season last year. And I was sitting here like, hey, man, hey, Mike McCarthy, whatever he be talking in halftime, he got to get out of there. Give him a sneaker, give him a ham sandwich or something, so a hamburger, french fries. He need to do something in that third quarter. We don't do nothing in the third quarter. Look it up, y'all. Look it up. You don't take my word for it. But look up the third quarter touchdowns. Outside of I think we blew out the Washington team or what have you. But if you take away that, we only had 3 touchdowns from an offensive. I ain't talking about what Deron Bland scored. So we going to have to figure out. And maybe I'm going to ask Clarence to, hey, man, throw this at Mike McCarthy and not just slow starts for the game. I get that we're a slow starting team in the first quarter. But somebody need to ask Mike McCarthy, what is the reason for the slow starts in the third quarter? Coming out of, what do you tell these guys coming out of halftime? What is your motivation? What are you ripping them apart about? I wish I could just have a GoPro cam somewhere in there just to see what these players are talking about going into the third quarter. Like who's moving furniture around? Who's sitting down saying, hey, this guy's cheating to the right when he's lined up at this spot? What do they do to be flat for entirety? Let me see. What did we score a touchdown against the Browns in the third quarter? Let me go and check that and make sure that I ain't crazy over here. Let me go make sure that I ain't crazy. Hold on, I'm going to ESPN. I could be crazy. Go to week 1. We scored 10 points in the third quarter then. Okay, that's better. Shoot. So we're doing a little bit better. So we got 13 points in the third quarter so far. 13 points. All right, so we're going to do the time clock gang. And it's 1 o'clock, so this is overtime, man. But if you want
to go, baby, go ahead and walk out the door.
Come on, go. If y'all want to go ahead and walk out the door. Oh, so that didn't even count. The punt return was the see. So we didn't score literally 6 points in the third quarter. So that punt return was in the third quarter. You see, boy, we're going to have to fix that up from the 8:05. You're live. Talk to me, man. $8:05.
Hey, yo, Law Nation.
Go ahead. What you got? Mm-hmm.
Hey, Law. All I got to say is let the cake bake.
Okay. I like that theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the second game of the season. Yeah, as a Cowboys fan, we all we want to see is our team win and show support. But right now, on one hand, our right hand, we know we have a defense that's dynamic in all parts of it, and then our left hand, we're just wiping crap everywhere.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. So if nothing changes and our run game doesn't improve, then we're pretty much in for a long season. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, on our offense, if we don't get a good running game going, then it could be another long season. So that's all I got to say right there.
No doubt, man.
Let the cake bake.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. From the 489, you're live. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up?
It's not much, man. Talk to me. What you got? Tim was good.
Man, I've been. Hello.
Yeah, you still here?
Okay. I've been a Cowboys fan, man, ever since like the 90s, man. I would say the 80s, 90s, and ever since 2000, year 2000. We've been through worse time. I know in the season we had a losing season.
Yeah.
A very long time ago. So I'm like, we've been through worse times. And I hope everybody stops tripping on. Oh, we got blowout and everything. Yeah, we did. We got blowout at home.
Yeah, we
but
did.
Every NFL team gonna have a bad season. Every season not gonna be. We're gonna blow a team that's bad. Every season not gonna be.
Oh, bad game.
Great.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great season.
Yeah.
You know exactly. But this NFL, remember. And you get
no doubt, Timmy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. That train keep rolling, man. Oh my God, we got the 302. You're live. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, man? How y'all feeling this week, man?
Hey, man, we feeling good, man. Feeling good, bro. Talk to me, man. Well, technically we not feeling all the way good, but we are. We making it, man. What you got?
I talked to you last week after y'all got real excited after that win. Y'all still going to the Super Bowl.
Man, every year, man, we got at least thou shall decree a thing and it shall be established. We got to at least speak it into existence. And we've been speaking it and it haven't happened yet. But, hey, we going to be steadfast and rooted, man. This James, the Eagle fan.
So
yeah.
They're going. Listen, I keep all the receipts, man. I keep it all. I'm supposed to be going to the Super Bowl this year. Y'all clearly said, the way y'all was talking last week was ridiculous.
Man, we don't even play y'all yet. And y'all haven't played tonight. Who y'all play tonight?
Falcons.
Boy, a bird gonna win tonight. We're gonna see if it's gonna be you. Yeah. Keep on. 832, you're live. Come on with it, man. Come on with it.
Yes, sir. What's going on, La?
Man, all is well. Can't complain, bro.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if are we too late or are we too early? Dak just got his contract, but this is his third contract now? Are we too late or are we too early? To be talking about, repeating losses that we had, and not figuring it out. If we too late or too early. On that, but our guys out on the defense, they talked a lot. Kendrick was talking, Micah and Diggs was talking, and they had a poor showing.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on just playtime awareness. It's so lacking. Like, if they don't do something initially, nobody has awareness to get back into the play but Law.
Yeah.
Law and Law. D-Law, that is.
Yeah.
Nobody has awareness to try to get back into the play to make something happen. If you hit your man, you're not trying to get past him and get to the ball. You're just trying to block him. We need to.
No doubt, man, but I appreciate you, man. Oh, my gosh, man. It's a train, boy. Choo-choo! And he said Long Law. I said, man, hey, wait a minute. I don't know how he know my nickname like that because he don't supposed to know. You know what I mean? But, yeah, they do call me Long Law, and that's just what it is. I got for the Cowboys 9-2-92. Cowboy, you live, man. Talk to me, dog.
Man, Law, I'm going to say this, bro. Everybody need to take a chill pill, bro. This is only the second game of the year. Yeah. We got our ass exposed. I don't want to say exposed. We got our ass kicked.
Yep.
My personal preference, man, we need to move Parsons and middle linebacker more often because it's like when he go to either side, they already prepared for it. They double tip him, double block him. So he need to go more at middle linebacker. And offense is just still, they just got to get that shit together and then we'll be all right. Go get a speedy wide receiver to take the top off the defense. And we good and go get a running back with some speed. And how about them Cowboy, you haters, and keep Dak out your mouth?
Yeah. I mean, you got time to spare, man. But I would say this, though, man. Collectively, Cowboys 92 is just one of those things, whereas we know for sure if next week they give us the same thing, then I'll at least start playing the taps, man, or something. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, man.
Let me say this one thing. Y'all already know what's gonna happen. Y'all know the script every time.
Yeah,
we
no
could
doubt.
beat the Ravens' ass, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Got my guy, Boss, not Boss, but with the V, man. You live.
What's up, brother? We talked earlier this summer.
Yeah.
And you were right about the Browns.
Yeah.
I told you.
We 50-50 right now. I was right about one. You was right about one. So we 50-50.
You said the same thing I was telling you this past summer. We cannot stop the run, and we are having trouble running the ball.
Yeah.
And when you have that combination and you go against, especially, let's see, well, I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Right.
Ravens, get the ball downfield, plus they can run the ball. Giants, we're going to beat the fifth out of them. Steelers can run the ball and get the ball downfield, and they got a solid front seven. Lions, same thing, run the ball, get the ball downfield. Four guys, we already know what that is. Eagles, or excuse me, the Falcons, that's a toss up. We could roll the dice on it. And then we got the Eagles. We always play them tough, but looking like Saquon Barkley figured it out over there. All I can say is that I agree 100%.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, though, boss. With the V. So, just to break down what he said, basically, we are operating as if Mike Zim is just going to be what we displayed last night or yesterday, basically. It was 12 o'clock, so it was yesterday. Without any adjustments. Come on, I just need to know, man, do y'all feel in your heart of hearts that what we've seen is going to be the continuancy of the entirety of the season? Y'all think that there's going to be no adjustments at all? Do y'all literally think that? I know we lose some confidence. You know, you get rejected one time, you know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me that I mean, use Bear 24 or K or Tamika that's in the chat. Let me use Tamika. And I ain't use Tamika. I'm going to use my guy Seabass, man. Do y'all think that Seabass going to walk into a spot, a club, a nice little venue, and every single lady is going to reject you? Every single one of them, including even the person at the front of the club, going to say, no, we can't let you in. You going to get rejected everywhere? No. I wasn't going to use Tamika because Tamika don't never get rejected. Come on with it. Tamika two on it. You know what I mean? You know, come on with it. So I don't think for sure that every team is going to beat us down like what we just like what just happened, you know. Come on. Yeah, Tamika like, nah, not me. She get everything free when she she be like the Saints out there. Tamika like, that's right, boo. You better recognize you. She get free drinks everywhere she go. Yeah. Come on, baby. All right, man. I got from the 513. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, bro. What's good?
Yeah, man. All is well.
Hey, man. So there's a couple of things I want to get through real quick, and then I want to hear your perspective afterwards since we're on that short clock. So number one is our defense falling behind early. Why are we using Deuce Vaughn up the middle? That's number one. Number two, I mean, if we're really, paying attention to the game, can we really start blaming Dak for real? Dak was doing what he could. He was trying to stay under composure, have his poise. The defense was doing nothing. And then you have Jalen Brooks literally falling on an easy route. I mean, come on, man. It's not all on Dak. And then number three, I got to give kudos to the offensive coordinator on the Saints. I see some Shanahan stuff, but I also see some things that we haven't seen really. And he's putting wide receiver at running back. He's putting Hill at running back. He's putting Kamara at wide receiver. He's putting Snead on reverses. I mean, like, that's some different stuff. So there's some things to really look at, man.
No doubt, man. Marcus, you right it, man. You're right on it, man. Let me give his thoughts on this. The unfortunate situation of Jalen Brooks slipping is unfortunate, right? And that was a momentum swing because I think they scored a touchdown off of a turnover, and I think you can get back into the game because you had the second half in your back pocket. You get the ball back, so that's a swing. If I'm gonna give y'all an objective take on this though. I don't like Dak Prescott targeting ancillary pieces. Let me say this again. I don't like Dak Prescott targeting ancillary pieces. If it's Lamb slipping, then I can live with it. If it's Cooks to a degree, I can get frustrated and say, okay, veteran slip. But if it's the unknown or the guy that's trying to make his name in a big game, I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. When we saw the Saints, their star guys, Shaheed, Olave, Kamara, those were the guys that were getting the ball. It wasn't the ancillary pieces on critical downs. And that's creativity that the coaching staff got to say, these are my star studs. I'm only going to use you in the event, not on no critical down, in the event to throw some stuff away. Not on no crucial. So force it to CD. Damn it, force it to CD. I would live with that INT he threw on the second one. But the slip incident, hey, that's bad on Brooks, bad on Dak. It's going to go on Dak record and all of that stuff. But it's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper. Nobody even, who was our third wide receiver? You probably have to go look up who's the third, you know. So it's just what it is, man. And Brooks, the same thing that we seen him slipping out there on the field is the same thing we saw at a few preseason games. Kevin Williams and all of them, yeah. We also had Emmett. Yeah, Emmett never got hurt. But look at the opposing teams. Look at the opposing teams of what we utilize and use. Yeah. And Brooks is like 5. You drafted Ryan Flo for a reason, right? And he's not activated. A lot of these DBs way more experienced in the 80s and the 90s. Well, say that to Ronnie Lott. say that to Rod Woodson. You know, who's more experienced than Rod Woodson right now? Who's more experienced than Aeneas Williams right now? You know, who's more experienced? You know, shoot, even Bobby Taylor back in those days, not the singer, you know, shoot. So, you know, they had guys, man, shoot, that you had to throw the ball up against. But neither here nor there. The other point, we're going to have to wait to see the adjustments of this defense before. Like I said, Zim, his defense gave up 35 points in the first half and only 9 points in the second half, and you can say that they were trying to run the ball out, you know. Dak also had a fumble. Yeah, I see you, Mark. I would say that with that fumble, come on, Steele. You got to make sure you don't let the man get behind you. You know what I'm saying? But that was Dak fumble, right? And shout out to Tolbert for making the break on the ball to go land on it. It could be worse. The game could have been worse. But that's a drive that we should have had a touchdown. I counted when I was doing the play-by-play that for sure, we left about 3 touchdowns out there. And majority of that part is because we looked like we wasn't on the same page and in sync. 562, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
Man, I think this loss reminds me of the Arizona loss we had last year.
Keep going. Keep cooking. Keep going.
But, everybody's talking about it's Dak's fault, this, and that. I mean, if it's Dak's fault, are we going to bench him like the Panthers bench Bryce Young?
Nah.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So, like, the defense did give up. They gave us some cheeks. But we're going to bounce back. Everybody's panicking. Like, bro, it's just the second game of the season. Like, we did go 12-5 last year, right?
We did, yeah.
Okay. So, now we 1-1. So, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way we lost was ugly, but Mike Zim, he going to figure it out. Hope Mike McCarthy figure it out. If not, he's gone. But we're going to be all right.
No doubt, man. Hey, keep the faith, man. Keep fighting, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Like, everybody's quick to jump off. Like, nah, I'm going down.
Yeah, we still riding on this train, man. Come on with it.
Yeah, man. I'm going down with the shit, Law.
No doubt, man. Cowboys Roy from the 603, man. You're live. Talk to me, man.
Hey, Law. Let me tell you something, man. Problem with this team. McCarthy has never really run a system. He in Green Bay, he never had a receiver under 6 foot. And if I'm a coach, I'm going to run my system with the type of players that I need to run my system. And I love Brandon Carr, but hey, man, I got to sprinkle you in. I gotta have receivers over 6 foot. Now, switching to the defense. Fix the defense. I got one solution. Zim go in and demand, ask for a trade Osa for a big defensive tackle or defensive end that fits a 3-4 and tell the Joneses we switching to a 3-4 defense.
Not right now during the season.
Listen to me. That pulls Micah off the line of scrimmage. He's not setting the edge. So you solve 2 problems that will help your run defense. You pull him in the back off the line of scrimmage. You don't want him to play on the line. He's not setting the edge. He's not setting the edge. So you run that 3-4. Zim knows how to run the 3-4. You got 2 or 3 of the big bodies that you need for that defense.
No doubt, man.
That's it.
Shout out to you, Cowboy Roy. My thing is with this is I love his points. But to considering switching formations of defenses during the season, mid-season, for one, we don't have the personnel, right? And for 2, that's too much installments. I think that, with what he's saying collectively, I get it in theory. But defenses, I heard Fred Warner say this, and he said that basically the reason why the Niners defense been super good over the past few years is because they played together in the same system. See, what we do is we see something and we want to continue to say, all right, let's get that done right now. Let's get this system done. We can do it. We got the personnel. Look at the Saints. Look at what they just did. They changed a new system overnight. Think about it. Eventually, people gonna figure out what the Saints do, and they gonna make them play left-handed. Now, if the Saints go into their 3rd game and score 40-some points, and they do the same thing against I think they play the Eagles. Hey, I need the Saints to do it. Hey, James, if you're watching now, I need the Saints to do it one more time. Now, hold on. Let me not. I'll speak my wisdom to you. I need the Saints to do it one more time, and then they get figured out. I need the Saints to do what they did to us against the Eagles one more time, and then we'll work something else out. You know what I'm saying? Then they get figured out when they get out of September, basically. But y'all get what I'm saying. There's no way, unless we've seen this happen before. The greatest show on turf, They wasn't figured out until after they won the Super Bowl, and the Patriots said, you know what, we just got to get physical with them guys and not let them get free releases and jam them and move them off their routes. And that greatest show on turf, it disappeared. Never to be seen again. Yeah. Come on with it. All right, I got my guy from the 206. You're in the mix. Talk to me.
What's up, Bob?
Hey, man, all is well?
Oh, boy. Well, just was not a good day yesterday.
Yeah, not a good way. Oh, yeah, it's my guy, Eric Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's y'all record?
2-0, buddy.
Oh, y'all 2-0. Y'all undefeated. Okay.
2-0. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good start from y'all.
Yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, it's still got a time left.
Yep.
To get into the playoffs. So it's gonna be all right. And I think things are gonna be okay for Dallas. I feel like Seattle's gonna be okay as well.
Yeah. You're going to be all right, man. I'm looking at your team now, man. Boy, y'all to put up some yards, boy.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man.
Okay, one last thing. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's Eric, man. How about them Cowboys? His team 2-0. So y'all, would y'all rather be the Seattle Seahawks right now, or you want to be the Cowboys? You know, Geno was 33 for 44, 327 yards. Oh my God, 1 touchdown, passer rating 101 or 103. He had Zach Charbonnet. He only averaged 2.7 yards per run. He must be trash, man. Come on, man. But man, DK Metcalf. 10 receptions for 129 yards. And Jackson Smith and Jigba, 12 receptions for 117. And Tyler Lockett only 2 catches for 15 yards, man. I've been trying to get DK Metcalf here for years, man. But, hey, if y'all want to be Seattle Seahawks fans, hey, there you go. You know, from the 9-10, you in. Talk to me, man. You're live.
Law, what's up? It's Smoke One for you, brother.
Smoke one for you, man. Talk to me, man.
Bruh, you go ahead, lock my number in too while you with it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Bang Philadelphia can shut his mouth up. He has 1 ring. We got 5. Keep on marching. All the other clowns can keep on talking their noise all they want to. Listen, you know what happens? When we get on board and start winning these games, I don't want to hear nothing else from no Cowboys fans. Mm-hmm. And all these people calling people that fanboys, you know what you can do for me, brother. All right?
Yeah.
So, hey, go Cowboys. And we're going to beat the Ravens. All we got to do is make some changes. That's all, though.
That's all we got to do, make some changes, man, philosophical, whatever it may be, and have the right, proper approach to this game. I think that's going to be the best way, brother. I appreciate you, Smoke One for you, man. Hey, we need for you to put that helmet on and go make a play out there, if so.
I got it on right now, bro.
Got it on right now, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it then, dog.
Let's go, Cowboys!
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. All right, boy, we rolling, baby. All right, we rolling. 972. You're live.
Hey, Mal, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. I like this rapid fire, man. Talk to me, man.
All right. We got to make some changes.
Okay.
Get rid of put Malik Hooker on special teams and put Dale back there. That you can't force it. He threw 2 interceptions. Got to play better, man. You got to play smarter. Got to make plays. We need Ferguson back. We put every time we put Parsons, Micah Parsons on defensive end, that's not his position. Mm-hmm. He needs to be a linebacker. Put somebody else out there, just so he can use his speed and athleticism. We got to make adjustments. I mean, the season ain't over. It's a tough loss, but you can use it as a learning tool. You know what I'm saying? You can build from that and show people what they did wrong and coach them up so they can be in better positions. Not tear the whole thing down and blow it up, but we got to adjust We got to get another, help our running game. We got to make plays. We can't be so predictable. You know what I'm trying to say? We do need another receiver, though. We need another weapon.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, we can beat the Raiders.
Yeah. Ooh. Shoot. To go back to the other caller, my guy, Marcus from Cincinnati, he was saying that, I think it was you, Marcus, talking about Cooks. The problem with Cooks, was it you, Marcus? I forgot who was talking about. Like, we need people with Mike McCarthy's dimensions, right? My only problem with Cooks is that Cooks cook where Lamb cook at. You know what I'm saying? So we got a problem. We got what does he call it? Bottlenecking. We got an issue right there at that spot. And that's the problem to me. We need, and I like Tober what he did, but to me, all right, I'm gonna give Tober a few more chances though. But he ain't that want to get you over the damn hump there as it relates to on the field of play, in my opinion, right? It could be just me just thinking like we all seen what Ryan Flo can do. And I could be sounding silly because this is only the second game and you got to give a young guy a chance. But I think that we just need a bigger X receiver on the outside to complement CeeDee Lamb, because nobody give a damn about Tolbert nor Cook out there. And it's just bracketing plus roll coverage Lamb way. And these guys can barely win their one-on-ones. I think if the order was different, if Tober was like our fourth wide receiver, we'd be okay, right? If we go get another dog wide receiver and we slide Cooks, I don't know, man. Let me just give him more time, man. Tober is a practice warrior. They skip history class, yeah. Beat the Ravens. I've been reading your comments. All right, let's go with make sure if y'all already called in, y'all gotta get on. Y'all gotta keep rolling. 628, you're live.
Hello.
What's good?
Hey, what's up, dog?
Not much, man.
All right. Hey, this is Warren, man.
Marathon show. Yeah, what's good?
Yeah. I held on there, but I'm just like looking at some old film of Micah Parsons. Man, I really think they should put Micah at linebacker at least for a couple of downs, maybe first and second downs, and then moving back. They're moving back to end if they, because if he was in that position, I think he might have been able to help stop a lot of those runs that they got yesterday. Well, that's how I feel about it. But that's all I got, man.
Well, no doubt, man.
If you look at his college tape, man, that's all he was doing. He was a beast, man.
Yeah, he was.
And they said, Zimmer said they was gonna move him around, but I see him moving from one side to the other. That's all. I don't see him moving at that.
No doubt, man. Good call from him. Looking for Press. Press, where you went to, man? You was next, but I got my guy Tariq. You live. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's going on, Lord Nation? What's going on, Cowboy Nation?
Man.
I know it's not a Victory Monday, but it's all right. It's a Reflect Monday.
Yeah,
and the Joneses, and the Joneses in this organization need to reflect on what we'll be doing for the rest of this season.
Right.
Like my man was just saying about Micah. Yeah, you're doing the same thing Dan Quinn did last year.
You're letting teams zero in on this dude. They chipping them, they holding them, but they're not giving the calls. You know what I'm saying? So since they're not going to give you the calls, you got to find creative ways to get Micah Parsons to impact the game. And then another thing, I don't know who the heck idea was to put goddamn Clark. I mean, what's his name?
Clark. He had too many reps. Clark had too many reps.
Why the hell is Clark on the damn field, man?
Oh, my God.
He's supposed to be playing spot duty, man. Man, come on, man.
No doubt, man. Man, you know, Clark had too many reps, man. That's my guy Clark, man. And oh my gosh, man, I didn't think it was gonna happen that quickly of him showing us that. But 608, you're live, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, how you doing today, Long?
Doing good, man. Hey, I'm seeing now. Are you Clark too?
Yeah, I'm Clark too.
Well, I hope you wasn't Damone. I was like, damn.
No. We ain't that bad.
Oh, shit. Your call ID said Clark. I'm saying, like, damn. Let me restart your time, dog. That threw me off. I'm just like, damn, I'm talking about Clark. Maybe this him.
That's the fifth cousin removed.
We moved.
You know how you say that?
Yeah.
No, but what I wanted to say is, I haven't seen Dak start off this slow in a very long time. Like, I don't get me wrong, I'm all for Dak.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I've seen Dak start off slow. Like, he's been missing a lot of passes that he normally makes.
Yeah.
As far as the defense, I don't know what they was doing. The defensive line, it seemed like they had Paul Abdul playing in the headset. Because every two steps they took forward, they took 5 steps back. It was crazy out there. So it's like, I know they're going. The defensive coordinator, they're going to get it together, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be back on our path to success. I mean, we always have these games. Last year was TJ Dobbs in the Cardinals. So like, I'm not pressing the panic button yet.
No doubt, man.
TC4L.
Yes, indeed. Yo. 512, you're live.
Hey, now.
What's good, man?
I think it just comes down to the defensive tackles, man. We shopping on that scrap heap. I know it's hard to find them big 350 guys, man, but I really feel like that's what messed us up yesterday. We just couldn't get no penetration. We couldn't stop them plays from developing early. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by the time they got going, they was all up on top of our linebackers, man. And once they get into their second tier, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's over with, man. I'm looking, maybe we can fix this year with some adjustments, man, but we really gonna have to make a real good investment, man, in that interior, man, to really stop that run. We've been struggling a couple of years now with this, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I said, man, scrap heap, man. Every year, man, we in that scrap heap, and I think I heard you say something about, you was talking about the ex-receiver and stuff like that. I like to do the Ryan, man, but that's another thing. The scrap heap and everything too, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. We got down to these.
The conference has been locked.
Last two callers, man. The 256, then we'll close out with Mike from New York. But from the 256, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, Lo. Good afternoon. What's up, man? Hadn't talked to you in a while. The only thing I have to say is the same questions that I asked last season right here on Law Nation when I spoke with you. And I don't get it. It perplexes me. What is going on with Hunter Luepke? Why is he not touching the ball? Why does he always come in and block? The reason I ask this question, and I'm going to continue to ask this question, is that he is a red zone type running back. But when he gets the ball, no, he doesn't see the ball in the red zone. Even in situations when they really, really need to go to a player like that, especially that type of running back, when you're facing a defense that is meeting you with blunt force. Every time Dallas is met with blunt.
Yeah. All right, so to answer that question there, though, bro, I think that Mike McCarthy had problems with creativity, and it's going to take a minute before Dak Prescott get in rhythm. That's why we're seeing the slow starts, just to add into all of this. I think that the reason why Dak looked the way he looked in these first few games is because they don't loosen him up in preseason. We can talk all about the X's and O's and them going up against the Rams and stuff like that. You know, Rams 0-2 or something like that. So Rams ain't doing nothing either, I believe. But neither here nor there. Are the Rams 0-2? I think that Dak Prescott, they literally used these first 2 or 3 games as the preseason game for him. And he said out of his mouth, that him and CeeDee Lamb is not on the same page. Now, I get it. They're going to be like, hey, look at these Dak apologists, these Dak fanboys. We can't stand them, man. And this is how they sound. Yeah, and he's loved Dak. He just need to get a room with Dak. Have you ever noticed they all sound the same? All of them, you know. Dak is whack and Dak apologists. Yeah. You know, all of that stuff. So I can't even talk high no more. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's one of those things, man, that if you really look back at it, by this brother, look, I've seen Tom Brady play preseason. I've seen my guy warm up and play preseason by the name of Pat Money Mahomes. So we seeing all of these other starters getting these preseason stuff together. And we expected the Cowboys to get warmed up with the Browns and get warmed up with the Saints and the damn Ravens. It's not going to happen, baby. It's not going to happen. But it is what it is. I got my last but not least guy from the 716 Cowboys, Mike from New York.
It's been a long time, man. How are you, man?
Man, great, man. I can't complain, bro.
Yeah, listen, man. It was like a continuation of the Packers game last year, man. You're at home, man. You get the brakes beat up off of you. The game was over by halftime, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have no explosion at the running back, man. I don't know what they gonna do with Brandon with Cooks, not Cooks, but Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Dalvin Cook.
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin to give you a little burst from the backfield, and we don't have no burst back there, man. And if you take away CeeDee Lamb, you don't have nobody else.
Our biggest hope.
Not doing anything.
Our biggest hope if Cooks can give us some rejuvenated ability like what we've seen out of Kamara, right?
I'm talking about our receiver now, man. We don't have no explosion and no speed where teams got to respect us, man. It's like if you take away CeeDee Lamb, you don't have nobody else to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
I just want to hear your thoughts on that, man. That's all I got, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, bro. That's Cowboys Mike from the New York game. I mean, say that as that way. But as y'all say, this train gonna keep on rolling. That train gonna keep on rolling, baby. For somebody who need help with the membership SWAT, just click that link right there. It's in the chat area. Appreciate y'all, man. And that was David. Thank you for the $1.99 for your mind. He said post a membership link. And Texas Smoke, man. If you ever in Texas, man, maybe we'll split that $1.99 and maybe buy you a sandwich or something. You know, some Cheetos or something, you know, whatever to help you out, man. Some glass of water, you know, Pringles or whatever you need, bro. I got you. And here's my thoughts with all of this. Dalvin Cook They say his feet, last report I heard, they said his feet is okay, right? They say he got good short area quickness. But I don't know about his vision. We don't know what he looked like in this scheme. That's just what it is. This team, to me, and to some other folks, I think that Dak Prescott flourish, and he's a better quarterback when you do have the play-action game to it. And that's most quarterbacks, by the way. Far as damn it, it's the case right here with Derek Carr. Everybody wasn't beating down the door of somebody. Let's go get Carrs in them. But Carr looked like a better quarterback when he got his running back averaging 5.8 yards per toe. Didn't Carr look like a good quarterback? Didn't he look like a good quarterback? Or last night, did he look like a great quarterback, ladies and gentlemen? Right. So when you have those things, that's what helps. Law, remember, the team is a reflection of the head coach, soft and a pushover. Well, he's going to have to change that pushover and being soft. Thank you so much, David, becoming a silver level number 1. And when I get to all 22, if y'all are members, because it takes a long time to get that all 22 uploaded on the YouTube page, put a 1 in the chat if you got a chance to see last week's all 22 offense and defense. And it's a silent video. There's no sound on it. But let me know by being a member, is that a good perk to have? Let me know, because I really appreciate y'all support. I really appreciate y'all donations and stuff like that to help elevate the nation. I rock saw it, right? So appreciate you. Yeah, because, see, not everybody appreciate those things, man. Oh, I got Jerry Jones on the phone. We got Jerry Jones on the phone.
But feeling pretty down today.
Oh.
I swear the way we prepared and played yesterday, I think our team may have gotten confused and thought it was a playoff game.
Well, that's not good.
That was a Des Bryant on his mama style beating that we got dealt yesterday.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I think that the worst part was having to endure all them Katrinas chanting "Who dat" through the whole second half of the game.
Yeah, I think you mean Saints fans.
What'd I say?
Katrinas?
Same deal. Same deal. And I would like to remind you that was the highest paid player in NFL history that led us to that 44-19 beatdown yesterday.
Well, right, you feel like you're getting your money's worth?
Of course not. No. And I was left with one question at the end of all that, and that was, why did I sign C.D. Lamb and Dak Prescott to these long-term contracts? All that money. I truly feel like I am due a partial refund, at least a partial refund.
Well,
and next time I get hauled into court by gate agent and Range Rover, that's her daughter, I just might point them in Dak and CD's direction and say, hey, talk to them. They've got all your money.
They got all the money.
Whatever you want, they got it.
Well, hey, they don't play defense, though, and your defense was terrible yesterday.
I'm still backing on the offense.
Okay.
I get the defense.
Keep going.
I've already called Stephen and asked if Dak had cashed the check because I was going to put a stop payment on it. He talked me out of it. But 2 interceptions, a fumble, and Dak was hanging balls up there, getting our receivers.
Yeah.
If he's going to turn back into 4th round Dak, I don't want him. He's not a Barkle. I need a Bark. And at least I got to shake the hand of a real quarterback yesterday, Giorgio.
Who's that?
The great Tom Brady.
Yeah, we saw that.
Tom
Love him, don't
Brady. He was out there showing what elite is all about. So tall and handsome, that cute little butt chin of his with that little dimple in there.
Yeah.
Pause.
I want to be his Giselle.
Oh, gosh.
Jerry.
I should have slipped him $10 million in a uniform and sent him out there. I knew what was good for me there at the beginning of the game when I met him.
Is that why you gave him the game ball?
That's why I did. I presented him the game ball. And I think the the only way that our running game could get worse next week is if they all just started running the wrong direction the second they touch the ball.
Man,
just take it and run the opposite. But I think I may make some moves this week. I think it's time to send Zeke to that great St. Patrick's Day parade floating the sky.
Already? You're done with him?
2?
He can honk all them milk shooters he wants there. Yeah, here in week 2. Already done with Zeke.
Okay.
And as you mentioned, George, it wasn't just our non-scoring offense at fault, of course. Mike Zimmer's defense.
Wow.
That was about as effective as stopping the runs as my leaky adult diaper is right now at this very moment.
Well, we don't need to know that.
At this very moment, I'm destroying an office chair while talking to you. Because I'm leaking all over it.
No,
I can't
gosh, okay.
Rinse this stuff out. What happened to Michael Parsons?
Micah
Number 11.
Parsons?
How did he burn himself out in 1 week?
I don't know, but he's pretty non-existent yesterday.
I mean, he's fading earlier and earlier in the season. Now he's fading in week 2. Week 2. And that Alvin Kamala Harris or whoever.
Kamara?
Yeah. He made our defense look silly. Just silly.
He did. Yep.
I'm going to have a coaches meeting with Mike McCarthy this week. And I'm going to tell him we need to take meltdowns, foo bars, and tragedy out of the game plan.
Just take it right out of the playbook.
Right out of the playbook. Yeah, we don't need that in there anymore.
Let's go back and get some Jimmy Jump-Ups plays.
Jimmy Jump-Up, I tell you, I wish that there were 500 other people that could be Jimmy Jump-Up. I'd hire every one of them. But I remind you, it's still early.
That's right.
In fact, it's still earlier than early. It's so early, I would say it's pre-early right now. That's the positivity I'm going with.
It's only week 2.
There's still plenty of season left, and it was good for us to get our one loss out of the way, so we no longer have to wonder when that's going to happen.
Okay.
16-1.
And I remind you, I am all in. And today, all in is kind of a definition that's a little bit of a moving target. Today, all in refers to me being locked in my closed garage right now as I'm talking to you. I got the garden hose routed right up in here in that driver's window.
No.
And it's all in the cab of my F-150.
Oh, no.
All in. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Jerry, man, oh my goodness, man. Let me make sure I go over all of these super chats, man. I appreciate you, man. Brought to you by Texas Smoke, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man, for the super chats. And let's get this going. Let me play some soft music in the background while I read this, man. Come on with it. Hey, come on with it. If you enjoyed today's show, man, put a 1 in the chat, Come on with it. All right. Let's go. Come on with it. David states with a $4.99 super chat, Law, can you show one of the highlights of Dan Orlowski running out of bounds? Appreciate you, man. I don't know if I got a free clip on that one. Appreciate you, though. Rodriguez with the $4.99 for your mind states, Law, you the man. You see how the Chiefs D bailed out the offense yesterday. Defense win championships. No doubt. Randy with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you so much, man. Law, in your opinion, what should we do to improve this team? Stop the run and run the ball. Yesterday, could we stop the run and could we ran the ball? You know what I'm saying? That's my simple 2 things. Got to be able to stop the run and run the ball. Sanjay states, why is Golston getting reps over Wheat? I think we went over that one already. Press Ham states that, hey, Law, they ran tall sweep all game. Yep. Come on. Lord Nova, appreciate you for the 55 months, man, being in the silver level. All right. That's all of the super chats. And y'all super chatted really well today. Super chats brought to you by Texas Smoke. Appreciate you for your support. I'm just beating up Texas Smoke. So he said, how much money do I need? I need a lot of money, man. I need millions upon millions. Thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. Ratio says, at some point, we got to build buildings. At some point, we got to be building up an immunity to this. DC for life, not for short, basically. No doubt, man. No doubt. Let's get on up out of here, though. But before we go, I still got words of encouragement to you all. Come on with it. Because I know y'all don't want to hear this. I don't want to even say it sometimes. But Murphy Law will be Murphy Lawing, you know. You got to go through some things sometimes, you know, in order to appreciate the things that you are in. It's sad, man. Law, you're always trying to twist things around, man. I can't stand your positivity. Would y'all rather for me to be head down with long faces, chin longer than Jay Leno's right now? No. Hope is all we got. Action Powell. He says Hope Law is loading up. Put hope in the chat. Let me see HOPE, you know. Texas Smoke is not smoke one for you, family. Yeah, I feel you, man. Let me see hope in the chat. HOPE. And let me break it down. Hold on. Pain is ending. That's what hope is. Hold on. Pain is ending. So I hope that you guys can understand what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, faith without works is dead. But at some point in your life, you still gotta hope that the Creator receive your messages. That these things that you put out there in the universe, that when the time is right, the universe seeks to anoint you for the good things that you've done. R.I.P. to Tito Jackson, I see you. Whether it's holding a door for a loved one or a total stranger. Whether it's telling someone to have a great and beautiful day. Speaking life into someone. Whether it's the small things that you do by treating the janitor as the CEO would, just like you would see him. Right? That the world will bless you in multiple returns of the good things that you are doing. So even with that being said, the Cowboys, we hope that the mindset of these players are not shattered, not bruised, that they fight back, they claw through all of these things that other people are saying, that they are not tuning into the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder network, that they are not buying into this loss and saying that we are done for the season, that they are looking at this situation as a blessing in disguise, as a lesson in every blessing, that they say, hey, we got the opportunity to change. We got an opportunity to correct those things. And somebody said, I hope that ATL win tonight. Come on. Hey, come on. Yeah. So, yeah, a bird is going to win tonight. We'll see which bird is going to be. But at the end of the day, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired. And it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap. If life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that y'all beautiful people can scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, May next week in Arlington Stadium, the Cowboys, we go marching in like the Saints did to us. And we be victorious if we keep our minds set together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Ice Cold Cowboy putting this score prediction. I see you, fam. Come on. Keep hope alive. Do your job. Keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Winning now would not save you, because I'm old enough to remember. There was a team that said they 1-0. There was a team that said they 2-0. There was a team that said they were 3-0, 4-0, and 5-0. And they came to the house the same day we came to the house. So, hey, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Hold on, start it over. Give my theme music. Yeah, baby. Come on. We're gonna run it up, baby. Betsy, I love you too. Do you love me? If you love law, put love law. Bittersweet. Like I said, my mom's favorite team, the Saints. Boy, we used to go back and forth and talk about them doggone Saints. I can tell so well she probably up there pulling strings. That's what happened. I blame Mama Law for this loss. Mama, why you daddy do me like this, Mom? Mom! Roll those credits. I miss Mom though. She'll call me. She know how to talk noise too, y'all. Oh, she know how to talk some noise. That's the only reason why I ain't super ultra mad. Come on. Appreciate y'all. David, I Rock, Lord Nova, Walker Wade, J Recruiter, Cola James, appreciate you. Press Ham, Walt Dog 25, Cali Cowboy, DNP Nation, see you, fam. Randy, not Moss, but Cardell. Bobby, not Slowick, I see you. Sighted, what's good? Sanjay and Ratio. Hey. I just want to run it up. Come on. Be sure to check out Playmakers, too. We had a great time there. Come on. Come on with it. Hey. Where them beans and bologna at? I see you, fam. Come on with it. Shout out to all the moms, man. Come on with it. And the fathers, the dads, the uncles, the aunties. Shout out to all of y'all. Hey. And remember.
Lately, I just want to run it up. Emotional, damn it. Let's go, man. Lately, I just want to run it up.
No doubt, man. Let's get on up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. And thank y'all so much for tuning in to this long marathon of a show, boy. We was live for like 5 hours, but it's all good, though. I think we let a lot of people release their frustrations. And if y'all want to blame anybody for the loss, blame Law. Don't blame the boys, huh? It's Law Nation fault, man. It's Law Nation fault.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this. We die by this. We don't surrender. We don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine.
Shout out to you, Sean B, for the cash app. Appreciate you.
I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees. The flowers just are.
Cool.